But
It'll play.
one of the things we need is we need the younger guys to start moving up. So they're on the racetrack and they see these two dinosaurs beating off each other. You know,
Wait,
like-
what are they doing each other? Oh,
beating on each other. Beating on each other.
That stuff at the track.
These two old guys tearing their shit up, and he just passes both of them. And that's what we need.
Yeah.
You know,
But what you said is like the bonus at the end, right?
Who beats off who?
Yeah, that's in victory lane, right?
Kevin down a race promoter, one happy ending.
Wow.
bonus points.
Every driver is now doing registrations for like midnight. Going to Painesville, man.
Wait, how many drivers are not going to put like a dinosaur sticker on their car to show that they're old?
You should do that little bonus, right?
Yeah.
Wow. Well, I didn't know how to close it out, but Kevin, you really,
Yeah.
You really beat everybody to that one.
yeah. Wow.
I mean, the
Hey, race fans, welcome to the Race Shop. It's a beautiful Tuesday night. We have some special guests with us this evening. I hope you enjoyed the intro. We couldn't just pass that up. Dominic, pretty funny, don't you think?
Yeah.
So we got a great show for you, race fans, drivers, racetrack employees. We got a great show for you tonight. Got a lot to talk about. Had a crazy weekend over at Bristol thought Carl Larson was going to win the whole damn weekend and won nothing. That's crazy. But great news is opening day is how many days away?
15. Wait, no, 11?
11 days away. Are you ready?
We're somewhat ready.
Vinny, you ready?
I mean, I'm ready.
You're ready?
Not exactly.
So we want to welcome our special guest, Dominic Cicconettis, and his son, Vinny. Welcome, guys. Appreciate it. I'm glad you guys decided. I know a long day of work. You're still in school, correct?
Yeah.
Where you go to school at? North?
East Lake.
Oh, man. You couldn't get a better school, bro.
Yeah,
That's it.
welding. Yeah, NCI.
Are you really?
Yeah.
So is that what you want to do?
Something along that.
Well, we'll get into that a little more because I'm going to get a little personal with you here in a little bit. So all the girls that are out there that you go to school with are watching. They're going to learn a lot about you tonight. So, but yeah, man, it's been a crazy week. I was supposed to go race the Wheelman race in Michigan. Got sick. I'm still kind of sick. My voice is just coming back a little bit. So if I get you guys sick, I apologize. Send the bill to Laura. She'll pay for it.
Oh,
Thank
yeah.
God I
Thanks a
got
lot.
it.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
So, but yeah, man, it's been a crazy week. Like I said,
How about Ty Gibbs winning the NASCAR race?
I'm going to get there. Let's talk about the truck race first.
You seem like you were, I'm trying to keep you, because you're sick, I'm trying to keep you on track.
I get it. And I have the worst
You're a little,
ADHD, man.
Same.
Thank God a bird can't fly over in here, man. We'd be really screwed.
yeah.
But yeah, the NASCAR trucks, our guys didn't do too well. Colt Butcher, I didn't even see what happened to him. Did he crash on his own?
You know, they didn't show it.
I think I'd have to ask Rich.
I think he lost it on his own.
And poor Ben Rhodes. This was Ben Rhodes. Did you get a chance to watch it or no?
No.
Ben Rhodes, again, had another win, Dominic, and the alternator went out with 25 laps to go.
We have a cool story. His intake on his car is actually signed by Ben Rhodes.
You cheating son of a bitch.
That's
This-
a NASCAR cheater part right there.
Man, Kevin right now is changing the rules. You can no longer run an intake signed by a NASCAR guy.
Ben Rhodes is awesome.
Ben Rhodes fell off at Sandusky the one night.
Yeah.
And ironically, we had a transmission issue in one of our cars. So they came over and stole the intake off of our car for Ben Rhodes to run. And at the end of the night, he autographed it for us.
That's pretty cool, dude.
And told us what
It's pretty sweet.
a cool kid he was and stuff.
So, before that, though, did you watch Ben Rhodes or anything in the truck series?
I haven't been very much into NASCAR.
You really got to watch the trucks. As a young man, you got to watch the trucks because where our racing is where the trucks are. You have to have talent to race in the trucks, man. And the bumping and banging and the things that they do in the truck series is where you're going to be.
Yeah. Have you ever Googled Ben Rhodes? Like just Googled him randomly to see what
really.
pops up. He's very well known for his after both of his NASCAR Truck Series championships. being completely smashed and going up and doing his press conference. And it is the greatest bit of YouTube videos you'll ever see in your life.
Because he has no idea what he's talking
There's
about.
no filter.
There's nothing.
He's so happy. Like the one, he like pours beer down Rich's neck.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
He is no filter. It is, you have to watch it. It's great.
So yeah, the truck series for Thor Sports, I really thought Ben had it. Ty was looking good for a while.
He had a flat tire.
Was it a flat? Like someone hit him in the wall or something? I think he sideswiped a wall
Yeah.
on there. And then the Xfinity race or O'Reilly's race was a snoozer. Even at, and listen, one of the things I do want to talk about, and this has to do with Painesville Speedway, Midvale, anybody that's opening this year. What you've seen at Bristol, there wasn't a lot of fans. It was like, I believe it was at 50% capacity. And it might have been a little bit more, but let's just,
For the cup race.
yeah, for the cup race.
Yeah.
For argument's sake, let's say it's 50%. It was 50% full. People are tired of watching a boring race. The fans, the fans have already moved on. I believe their diehard fan base is gone, and they ruined it. And now it's starting to show. I believe Painesville, Midvale, Shady Bowl, I believe they're going to do great this year. I believe the fans are going to come back. I believe the drivers are going to come back. And this is the year for it. When you see NASCAR struggling like that, the weekly tracks do better. But for what NASCAR has done to the fans, the fan base over the last couple of years, they're fed up. They're fed up.
I mean, it ain't just racing. Look at stupid things like wrestling. This is the first year WrestleMania isn't sold out.
Wow, that's crazy. I didn't know that. I thought it was sold out.
No,
It's not sold out?
no.
Wow.
I'm a wrestling nerd. I like watching wrestling.
Man, I got a guy on my Facebook that owns one of them out of, I think, North Ridgeville. He owns one of the organizations. I'll have to figure it out. I'll go on there and figure it out. But you can't do what you've done to the drivers and the fans for years. You've taken the personality away from the drivers. Kyle Busch, even though he was 100% in the wrong, screaming at his crew chief the other night.
No, it was the crew chief yelling at him.
I thought he told the crew
He
chief
was
to
telling the
F off.
He was telling the crew chief what was wrong with the car.
Yeah.
And between the spotter and the crew chief, they're the ones that were kind of going back and forth
Yeah.
with what to do. And the crew chief is the one that said, it's the same fucking shit every week.
But
It was the crew chief that said that.
the thing is, they've taken that personality away. Kyle, but let him be. Let him talk. Let him cuss. Let him be who he is. And they've taken that away. And fans want to see that. Fans want to see. Look at Tony Stewart, man. He won NHRA the other night in I can't say it.
Pomona.
Yeah, that place. He won and was ecstatic. Had a blast. When's the last time you seen a smile on his face like that? You know, so he did pretty good. But seeing the track half empty, Bristol of all races,
Bristol's a pretty cool track.
of all the races when you were growing up, everybody looked forward to the Bristol race.
I've been a couple of times myself.
We used to go to the night one, and I mean, I
think the last time I went was 2015, maybe 17, and that place was packed.
yeah,
Like, you were asshole to elbows.
yeah.
And it was cool.
That was the way it was for us when we went.
Yeah.
I was deaf for 3 days. I couldn't hear, but
Yeah, because we didn't take earplugs.
we ended up
Yeah.
buying them.
Like my ears were ringing for like 3 days, and I almost I made an appointment for an ear doctor.
Everybody kind of was like, you need earplugs, man. I'm like, man, I grew up around racing. I'm fine. I'm
Until
fine.
you get there.
And then you literally the nationwide back then were the loudest.
Yeah,
out
yeah.
of all of them.
Yeah,
And yeah, my ears were ringing that night.
for days
And,
though.
Yeah, I was kind of like,
She's like,
oh,
"Oh, I'm going blind.
So-
I'm going deaf. I mean,
Kyle Carlson, welcome to the show, Kyle. I appreciate it. Hopefully you'll be at Painesville next weekend in the pits helping the Bullet team. If not, we'll kick you off the property. I'm just
No,
kidding. I'm
it's
just
not
kidding.
It's not the Bullet team.
What do we?
Smith Motorsports.
Yeah, Smith
We
Motorsports.
voted on it today.
So I want to talk about something that Kyle just brought up. Ticket prices. Watching it on TV.
He
So,
said-
right-
He said WWE ticket sales.
Oh, I'm going in general about ticket. I'm going to talk about this across the board with WE, NFL, everybody. So what's happening right now, Congress is finally getting involved with ticket sales. They're getting involved with rock concert tickets to go because all the extra fees. But here's the problem all of us race fans have. You as a product, as NASCAR, you make money off of television and sponsors. You do all this stuff. You make millions and millions and millions. And on the next show, Laura, if you remind me, I'll get their numbers put out there. Kyle Carlson will probably beat me to it. He could probably post it. What NASCAR profited last year.
Okay.
But you want us to pay for services to watch it. You already made your money. You sold the services to your sponsor. We, as your fans that support you every week, we as your fans, we should be able to watch it on television for free. That's why you have it there. You made your revenue. Same thing with the NFL. I think it's the shittiest thing in the world what the NFL does. Now I'm going to disappoint a lot of people. I'm a Browns fan. I don't know about this year if I can still hang on another year, but I'm going to try like hell this year. But let's just hypothetically say the Browns went to the Super Bowl. I know, relax. I know the comments are going to start coming. But let's just say the Browns went to the Super Bowl. I was at the drive with my family and some friends. I've been to so many Browns games. I've been such a huge supporter. And then you're going to tell me the guy that has bought season tickets, the guy that's been there for all these games, I got to pay $8,000 to $10,000 to come watch my team playing the Super Bowl. Okay, all right. Can't afford it, can't go. But now you're going to tell me I got to go pay for it on a streaming service? Get the hell out of here. And now NASCAR is, they've been leading that way for a long time. There's some races that you have to watch in places you have to pay for. We can get, was it FS1? If you're driving down the road, you can turn your phone on, watch FS1. If you have Spectrum, whatever, you can sign into your app and watch it.
Yeah, you can.
CW blocked it.
Yeah.
Why would you do that?
We can't watch the O'Reilly's races on our phones or tablet.
Yeah, you have to be on your home internet?
Yes.
Yeah, which makes no sense. We're still watching.
Right.
At the end of the day, we're still watching. We're to your Nielsen rating. You want that point to go up.
I've seen that with Spectrum itself too.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Wouldn't you look and go, hey, our fans want to watch, they can watch from their phone. As long as I sign into that app, I already pay for Spectrum. Give me the goddamn race.
Yeah.
Give it to me. We don't need all that.
Mm-hmm.
But now you got the NFL who's gonna probably get away with it and won't.
NASCAR does it for a couple races. Isn't it like you have to watch on Amazon?
Yeah. But that's where I'm getting at.
Okay.
Your loyal fans that have been doing this for years and watching you and coming to your races and doing that have had enough. And looking at that crowd, that 50% crowd, it's starting to show that people have had it. You have nickeled and dimed the fans from the NFL to wrestling to NASCAR and to basketball.
Yeah.
It's just absolutely crazy. And concerts. I didn't want to. A good friend of mine works for Live Nation. They run Live Nation. There's nothing he can do about it. He works for them. I can't call him up and say, man, I can't go to this concert tonight because you're $40 too much because you feed me out.
Yeah, it's come on. The amount, any concert I've ever gone to at Blossom, that place is packed. And you're going to spend probably $40 roughly, $25 to $40 per lawn seat that you're barely going to be able to sit in.
Yeah.
Because everybody's on top of each other. And now the amount of money they just made. I mean, I know they're paying, big money to get these people.
Well, here's the new thing with Blossom. A lot of people don't realize 2 summers ago,
you can't bring your own chair in now.
you have to rent their chairs.
Yep.
So not only did you just pay $1 million to come see Barry Manilow on the lawn.
Yeah, that's just you.
Well, you got now you have to buy a seat. You paid for the seat. You bought the ticket. It's your seat. Now they want you to
it's
pay.
also first come, first serve on those seats now too.
Yeah, and I honestly, I had some friends that went last year, and I can't remember what concert. I think it was Journey. They went and they were out of seats when they got there, so you couldn't rent anything. But like when we go to West Virginia Mountaineer games, we rent seats, but we rent them from the band. That money's going to the band.
It's a great cause.
It's not a good cause to donate to a band. There's no reason for a band to even be at a football game.
It's a marching band, and
marching.
Shut your mouth.
Yeah, the marching
I'm
band.
going to support marching bands. My daughter did marching bands.
Thank you.
At one point, this kid played trombone.
Okay.
What'd your daughter play?
She played the trombone as well.
Okay.
So I did a lot with Painesville City.
Let me write a note down. 86, the band talk.
We will have some marching band talk. Let's do this.
but we donate to the band, to the high school marching band,
Right.
or college, to the college band. That's college.
No, it's a local high school band.
Oh, that was
We're
college.
getting off subject.
I swear to God, Dominic, tonight's the night, bro.
It is a high school band there that is getting money.
But it's Kyle. It's 5 races. What, Kyle? If you could help me out,
he
and
said earlier 1.7 billion total revenue in 2024.
was that? Oh, that was
2024. Yeah.
that was gross.
I don't.
If he said in revenue, that was gross. So we're talking billions of dollars, and you need my $9.99 to get bigger and bigger and bigger. Your house ain't big enough. What is it? You need a faster car. Your fans, you are pushing your fans out. And one of the things that I wanted to do when I was going to work for IHRA was go in that direction, was to make it affordable for the fan again, the fan experience, because all racetracks, all racing, I don't care what racing it is, they lost the fan experience. The fans don't get into it like they used to.
I mean, like back in the day, things you looked forward to, stupid things, model car contests.
Yeah.
I mean, what was it? The souvenir booklet, whatever.
Yeah, which they're
They
bringing
had,
back.
which is cool. You know, like the big wheel races.
All that stuff needs to be there at Paynesville.
That was cool.
That is that racetrack.
7-time big wheel wins.
You got it?
I still got the trophies.
Do you
sitting
really?
at
You
home.
should have brought them with you tonight. How cool would that have been? But at the end of the day, that's what's missing. And a lot of the previous owners over the past 20 years have faded out, and the new people haven't picked it up. You know, I really think Scott and Kevin are going to do great this year, as long as they understand that those fans come in the gate to be entertained. NASCAR forgot that. When I used to go to, and I was going to show my age, Dominic. When I used to go to NASCAR races, we would get there 3 hours early to watch the stunt shows. They had guys jumping school buses on motorcycles and cars jumping school buses. There was always something before the race to entertain you. And for me, I want to go see a guy jump 20 buses in a freaking big 77 Imperial. He's only going to make it 6, and he's going to crash.
If you're lucky.
so
I mean,
that's what we wanted to see, you know?
I had the cool experience. So my mom used to take us to Michigan growing up. And one of the coolest experience I had was we sat on pit row. Like there's bleachers behind there. I got right by Ernie Irvin's crew.
Yeah.
I mean,
Nice.
there you
That's
go.
pretty cool.
That'll show my age a little bit
No,
right
no,
there.
I like Dirty Irvin.
And you know, like those crew guys would throw the lug nuts over the fence. And I sat there collecting lug nuts. I had Rusty Wallace's.
See, how cool is that?
Irvin,
Rusty, my favorite.
the number 10.
Did you
Tiger.
throw the Rusty Wallace one back, though?
No.
Did you catch it and say, loser, and throw it back?
Like I
Shut
and
your mouth.
the number 10 tie car.
Yeah.
Like,
Derek Cope.
yeah.
No, Ricky Red.
Heck, I ended up getting
Derek Cope was the 10 car originally.
the guy that was sitting there gluing the lug nuts on.
Man, I think you're right. I think I'm wrong.
I
Getting
think it is Ricky.
Gatorade.
Okay, I'm just gonna stay
I think
quiet.
Derek Cope was the.
I thought the Tide 10 was Ricky Rudd. But
Oh,
okay.
shit. I hope I ain't wrong, because I'm not going to hear the end of it.
Everybody says that Vinny looks like he's ready for a nap. We'll
Get there. We'll get there, man. We're almost there, bro.
Everyone's like,
Hey,
wake up.
can you
Vinny.
come around here and get this put up here for me? They're not popping up.
Yeah, mine's barely getting.
So, as we get started here tonight with our two guests, but what do you guys all think about having to pay for all these extra services? You know, I really enjoy what Flow Racing does. I'm a huge Flow Racing fan, because if you can't make it to a big race, at least you can pay your money and watch this big race. But for NASCAR to do it every week is just absolutely
it was Ricky Rudd.
Ha,
damn it.
ha,
Oh boy.
ha.
I'm not going to hear the end of it now.
Nope.
Dominic, this is going to be the next couple of days.
Surely not.
I think Derek Cope was pure later, I think. Pink and white, maybe?
Something like that.
Whatever he won Daytona when he beat Earnhardt.
But let's make excuses that,
Here we go. So we have two great guests here. Let's get started with them. I appreciate you guys coming tonight.
Appreciate
Vinny,
you having us.
I know you probably ran right out of school and went to work on the car, or did you go home and relax for a little bit?
Went to the gym and then
Did you?
he
Yeah.
got home.
You see, he's getting swole.
Dude, you're huge.
Oh yeah, for sure.
let's
better watch it.
Let's see the muscles. Go ahead.
Dominic,
Oh,
better
that's
watch
okay.
it, man. He's gonna
It's okay.
Come on.
It's okay.
Come on.
So-
Only ever, If I see him like making a muscle, it reminds me of SpongeBob going through.
You'll get there. Don't quit, dude. Don't get there. You'll get there.
Anything I was scrawny like that.
What gym do you go to?
Damn, Rick.
Crunch Ray in like Willoughby.
What was it?
Crunch Ray in
Oh,
Willoughby.
how is that? It's the new one.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
Is it as good as they say? Like,
I mean, yeah, I haven't really had any bad experiences.
okay.
How are the chicks there, man? How are they? Don't. Oh, we don't look. We'll talk in your daddy, all right?
Now all of your fans can stalk you there. Now that you've said
Yeah.
where you're going to the gym. Okay.
Craig's right. Don't mind paying, but the exorbitant prices, and they are high prices to watch these races. So enough's enough. Hopefully the government will get involved and tell these guys. But listen, when you say greed, every company wants to make money. Every company wants to have profits. But damn, man, I mean, where do you draw the line on your loyal fans that have been taking care of you to get you where you're at? So, anywho, Dominic Cicconettis.
All right.
First of all, thank you for coming in. Appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
Let's talk about your history a little bit over at Painesville Speedway. So let's talk about, tell us your first experience of making it to Painesville Speedway. Who were you with? What'd you do? Do you remember? I know you remember what year it was.
Oh yeah, I remember. It was 2007. I had a Ford Escort ZX2 that was my high school car. I thought, it was like this badass car because it was, Fast and the Furious time. That's back when the first one came out.
Well, those cars were fast anyways, even on the street.
And then somebody pulled out in front of me. It got totaled. Well, I always watch, my uncles racing in the compact.
Yeah.
Back then it was called Street Stock Figure 8. And I always thought that was cool. So on a Friday, we decided we're going to gut this car out. I bought it back from the insurance company for $125. That's the sad part. I still remember that.
Damn.
And we piped it out, and I was on the racetrack racing the very next day.
So let's talk about this real quick. Welcome, Sean Zembauer. Hope your dad's doing well. Hope you guys doing well. Rebecca Oldenburg.
Yeah, that's why you were behaving. You have a
He
girl
don't need to
already.
look. He's got himself a girl already.
What a very nice
Bro,
gentleman.
you have a girl already, man? You have us talking like that? You got a girl already?
I mean, he did say something.
Is
He
it?
said, how long you guys been together?
It's going on to 2 years in July.
Is she watching right now?
Aw.
Yeah.
Is she? I was kidding. He was not going to the gym. She's gonna go to the gym with you every day. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Now you're gonna be lifting weights. You're gonna turn around. She's me.
Aw, he did the best response.
Eyes forward.
He did not respond to you. That was the best response.
I'll break you down. I'll break you down.
Don't let him influence you. Don't
So-
do it.
Before you started racing, what got you going to the track? Who got you going to the track?
So
Because you guys been going there for years.
I started going. When I was little, my grandpa Rowan, Chuck, stumbling on some words here.
Chuck Rowan's your grandpa?
Yeah, Chuck
Holy
Rowan
shit,
is
okay.
my grandpa. Everybody usually remembered my grandma Barb because she was the fighter.
Yeah, yeah.
And more people were more afraid of her than my grandpa. And then you have my Uncle Chuck, and then my Uncle Kenny, and my Uncle Matt. Grew up watching them racing for years, helping. Started helping, working on their cars at 12 years old. It was the cool thing, man. They lived in Perry, and they'd bring in these cars, and me and my cousins, we'd sit here and gut these things out. And we got to, as a kid, we thought it was cool that we got to keep all the change that we found out of, and then we got to go over to Perry Deli.
I need you to stop there a second, though, because we went right on past what you said about your grandma. You heard the part where she started shit, right, Laura? Like the women in the pits type of thing.
Oh, she was a tough one.
You see that, right?
I see where this is going.
She was
So-
definitely a
I
tough
see where
one.
this is going.
So,
Again, I see nothing.
We've
wrong
been
with it.
talking week after week how women have changed in the pit area and how it's gotten a little bit more aggressive over the years. But back in those days when we all raced together, because I raced when those guys were there.
Right.
The women back then didn't take no shit, man. It wasn't like there was a little bit of talking and then the fist started flying.
Oh, my grandma was known for punching people in the mouth.
See?
That's awesome.
See? That's not awesome.
I mean, oh man. What a bummer.
But that is what made Painesville Speedway
There wasn't
so
a
special.
grandchild that wasn't afraid of my grandma.
Yeah.
Everybody was more like, we were more afraid of my grandma than my grandpa.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, she had a paddle that had everybody's name on it.
Wow.
And the neighbor's kid's name on it.
So did you get to witness her at the track being like that ever?
No. We were never allowed in the pits growing up. It was not until I think I went one time when I was 16. Ironically, that's when my Uncle Matt came out with his Scooby-Doo car. He was like number 21, I believe, at that time. And he went out and like swept the night. And I thought it was like the coolest thing ever.
Yeah.
Because he stopped in the corner and then we got all hop on, go down Victory Lane and stuff. And then
That is pretty cool though, especially as a kid, man. That's really cool.
you know, that's something. And then there was just years that I didn't go. My mom got into camping and we were camping from the minute my stepdad got out of work until like noon Sunday, so we could be home for the NASCAR race.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, and then,
But you know how hard it is about Matt sweeping a night back in those days. It was very difficult back in those days to sweep a night. To win those races like that, it was very difficult.
oh yeah,
You know, because the competition was so close, but there were so many cars.
oh yeah.
You know, so
And then I mean, like now, like just to find those cars back then it was easy, but it's so expensive just to buy
yeah,
a clapped out one. And
there's no such thing as a cheap race car anymore, man.
no, not at all.
You drive by like a farm going out towards Thompson,
Oh,
you
you
see a
buy
car.
a compact roller for $1,500 to $2,000. And
Damn.
that's a roller.
Wow.
You know? Like the amount of money we invest in these compacts is right up there with.
Right.
I mean, look at my Mustang. I maybe had $10,000 in that car, and it didn't compete. I mean, it did at Painesville,
yeah, yeah.
but anywhere else I went, no.
Yeah. So,
I mean,
where did you, going back to your compact days when you first got going there, how long did it take you to get hooked? Was you that first race where you were like,
oh yeah,
man, this is what I'm going to do?
the minute I got on the track, I was hooked. You know, like it just, I didn't stop.
Yeah.
Since 2007, there has not been a year that I did not get on that racetrack at least once.
Wow.
So
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
Thank you.
When did your first race come? From the first night you started racing in your Ford, when did your first win come? Heat race, doesn't matter. When did it first come?
I don't know, maybe I think like 10 weeks into the season, I ended up picking up like some heat wins. I never won a feature until 2008
Wow.
or 9. Came close so many times. And then,
Wow.
I mean, back then though, compact figure 8 racing, I remember starting the features with 27 cars.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, Gums would bring out cars from the junkyard.
Sure did.
And
Sure
it
did.
looked like a demo derby after we got done, you know?
But that's what people came to see.
Oh yeah.
People
I mean,
wanted to see it.
I picked up the nickname back then. It was Iceman because I was definitely known for not stopping for the intersection.
Yeah, yeah.
I hit my own uncle in the intersection.
Did you really?
I mean, and he hit me, you know, that's just.
Would
and
you
then-
hit him in the
and then
intersection?
There's probably a good chance.
Probably.
Maybe. I mean, we'd be doing the same thing we did. Like
Yeah.
we'd hit each other, and then that week we were sitting there fixing each other's cars.
Right, right.
You know, laughing about it. You know?
So I'm going to transition over to him for a minute, and then we're going to get into your street stock days. I just want to say, Dennis Woods, I'm glad you're watching. Hope you open up a cold beer and enjoy it. I thought you were going to race last week and didn't see your name out there. And then Tony, the photographer, we decided since nobody can you say Tony's last name?
No.
Can you say it? So we
I
decided.
love him. He's an awesome
He's
dude.
so great, man. So this is what we decided on Saturday. We're just going to call him Ski.
Tony Ski.
Tony Ski, the photographer, because no one can say his last name. There were people standing in the pit chute trying to say it, and nobody could say it.
It's Zerzurski.
Yeah, something like that. So the photographer now is just call him Tony Ski. Jim Miller said, 1981, I bought my car with a case of beer and a bottle of Jack. But that was racing. That's how we raced back then. Those were the good times, man. Someone asking about Lorraine. There's no news. Nick Peebles, I haven't heard anything about it.
The practice that he heard was the super modifieds that they were just getting warmed up for Toledo.
That's correct.
This coming weekend.
I heard that it did sell. I heard it didn't sell, but I heard if it doesn't, they're still going to run a couple races or whatever. So whatever races they do open, we're going to go support them. And because just like you, I love. Oh, you don't like Lorraine. We'll talk about that in a second on there. So let's move over to your wonderful kid here. Vinny, thank you for coming. Appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
I can't believe you go to the gym to look at girls, but it's cool. It's cool. It's good, dude. What made you decide to start getting into racing? Don't say because of your dad. What made you, like, one day you're sitting in your room or you were looking at your dad's car? What made you decide to be a race car driver?
It was kind of like me and my sister were gonna do it starting like the same year together.
Yeah.
And just going to the racetrack every weekend.
So was there a moment that you decided in your head that you wanted to be a race car driver? Like, were you watching a NASCAR race? Were you sitting at home? What made you decide to go, I think I'm going to ask my dad if I can be a race car driver? Or did your dad say you're driving?
I don't really know. It wasn't like, yes, I want to be. It
Yeah.
was more of like, I have this chance, so might as well take it.
That's pretty cool.
Vinny, take your hand off that.
Oh, my bad.
We can hear it crystal clear through here. You're good.
Growing up, did you have a favorite NASCAR driver?
No.
You really didn't follow it that
No,
much?
I never really watched it.
On there. So your dad was forced to watch it on Sunday and you weren't? What kind of dad are you, man? Put him down in front of the TV.
I'm going to be 100% honest, and it's probably maybe it'll piss some people off. I hate watching sports.
Yeah.
I absolutely hate it. I don't watch football. I don't watch NASCAR. I don't watch. The only thing I actually really like to watch is hockey. I love hockey.
So you like the violence.
Like watching people beat the shit out of
Yeah, you like the violence. So we had a cup race.
I went to a fight and a hockey game broke out.
That's the way it always happens.
I mean, I'll go to a baseball game and I'll watch it, but I get bored after 2 innings, and then I'm up walking around. I've been to one Browns game in my entire life.
There's only one reason to go to a baseball game. That's the hot dogs. Other than that, don't even sit down and watch the game.
Imagine that.
You're
don't
gonna,
even
you're
go.
You're going to mention
I mean,
winners.
we live right off 91, and I haven't been to a single captain's game.
You haven't? Oh, wow. Have you? No? Wow. Is it just racing all the time?
I mean, I don't watch racing on TV really, unless it's somebody I know.
But do you guys so last year ended, we're going to get to that, so don't mention what happened. But did last year end and you guys immediately started, or did you guys take a break?
Oh, yeah, we took a break until like 2 months ago.
Did you? So
I have a rule. So obviously with these guys growing up, I spent 7 years being single, raising 2 kids by myself, full time. I've had full custody of Vinny since he was 3 years old. And I had a rule because racing, we know, takes so much time away from your family.
Sure does.
I've missed so many birthdays, this and that. So I have a dead set rule that I don't touch anything racing until after the new year. Because from the time the season ends till the New Year's, that's my time to get back to my family.
So a lot of people too, what they would do is they would leave their cars along most of the winter. And when the Daytona 500 comes about, they would start on their cars and get ready for racing. But this year, I've seen so many people working on their cars. Like the season ended and they got right to working on it.
Our problem is we procrastinate.
So
Yeah.
cold out
That
there.
and,
Didn't even
yeah,
go
it's
out.
cold in the garage. I don't have some luxury, fancy heated garage. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, I tried doing that, adding electric heat, and then I see my electric bill, and I turn that thing off. I was like, yep, nope, that's not going to work.
So you go, you said north?
Yeah.
So a lot of your friends, do they help you at all or anything like that? Or is it pretty much
I had
just you?
a couple buddies that came like to the races and watched and stuff.
Yeah.
And hung out, but never really come over like working on the cars.
Are you a good student, or are you just a student that tries to get through the day? You're the student that tries to get through the day. I get it. What's your hardest subject?
Probably like either my government, government, or my financial literacy.
I don't know about your dad. Mine was gym. I didn't feel like running in the morning. I don't know about you, man. Who wants to get up and run at
I hated
8:30?
science. Absolutely
Hated science?
Might be also chemistry.
Chemistry.
Pretty hard.
Oh, that's our server at Panini's, our bartender.
Yeah,
She's
is
a
he?
chemistry teacher.
Yeah, and Perry.
Harry, yeah.
She's so some fun stuff we want to know about you. Do you have a favorite Pop Tart?
Probably say the fudge.
Hell yeah. S'mores or just the fudge?
Fudge.
Fudge. How about favorite cereal?
Crave.
What?
Crave, like
Oh,
it has
yeah,
the
yeah,
chocolate
yeah, yeah.
I
inside.
actually
Yeah.
just found this out recently.
Really?
Yeah, we bought it out of a whim one day and brought it home while it was on sale. And he's like, "Oh, that's my favorite cereal." And I was like, "What?"
So what's your favorite Pop Tart and favorite cereal?
I like the strawberry Pop Tarts.
Oh my
It's
God.
not good.
I'm cheap, man.
They-
I don't know what to tell you.
Are they
I
Pop
grew
Tart
up
brand
on
or you
the
go to
cheap
Aldi's
ones.
and get the cheap ones?
Nah, I buy the Walmart cheapo ones.
Do you
Like,
really?
know,
What are they like flavored tarts or something like
yeah,
that?
Something like that. I don't know.
Dominic, all the money you make, bro. You
Yeah.
can you
And
can
you see the race cars.
I know, man. But you should never cheap out on a Pop Tart, bro. You don't know what that's in it. It says strawberry, but does it taste like strawberry?
You know?
I'd say the Walmart ones are probably better than the
Really?
Yeah.
Pop Tart, at least for the strawberries.
I might have to. It makes me nervous when I see an off brand because I picture them in the factory.
Oh, there are some knockoff ones that taste like crap, but the Walmart brand.
But don't you
ones
just
aren't that
picture some
bad.
guy with like in the regular Pop Tarts, they're putting fresh strawberries, and then the Walmart brand, there's a little guy swirling up some gel that looks
It wasn't until like a year ago that he would even eat strawberries.
Yeah.
wow.
Like, come on, that's a typical teenager.
Yeah, yeah.
I can't get him to eat a vegetable to save your life. He doesn't like. He just now started coming around with his sauces. I mean,
I
So
like sauce.
chicken nugget for a reason.
listen, do you eat your chicken nuggets with barbecue sauce or plain?
Uh,
You said no.
We
With
have
a
a-
frosty.
Oh.
oh yeah, if we're going to Wendy's, it's the Frosty.
You'll dip your nuggies into
Oh,
a
yeah.
frosty.
100%.
Oh shit, bro! I used to say I'll dip my fries in a frosty.
No, I'll do that too.
Yeah, the fries are the best. How about you? You dip your nuggies in frosties?
No, I tried that one day after watching him doing this, and that's an April dip or it's in frosty too.
I think so.
Really?
I'm
So
like,
you
I
don't do
wanna
any
try
sauce,
this.
though, like
And I was like,
barbecue?
I mean,
This is
we have
gross. I don't
this,
even see like.
it's a barbecue sauce ranch mix.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
it's actually like really good.
Is it really?
Chicken.
Okay, so there's one thing I'm not cheap on is ranch sauces. Like we have so many different flavored ranches
Yeah, yeah.
in the house, and then barbecue sauce.
Yeah, we have like a
I'm a
garlic
huge
ranch.
ranch fan.
I
We have
love
like a garlic
A1.
ranch. It's great.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
That's him.
great. Like,
So
great.
hamburger, hot dog,
Hamburger.
hamburger, hot dog.
Hamburger all day.
So on race day, if you
I hate
pick any
hot
food,
dogs.
what's your race day food?
Mozzarella sticks or a cheeseburger.
How about you?
Same.
Same thing. So Painesville Speedway, you hear that? Mozzarella sticks. They need
I-
mozzarella sticks.
With some
100%.
ranch dressing, because mozzarella sticks and ranch is really good.
Randy knew me coming in with mine closed. Man, that thing's laid out inside. I
Yeah,
have
yeah.
running water, all of it in there. And I bring my own George Foreman thing and everything. Only thing I would buy at the racetrack is mozzarella sticks.
Wow.
Every week.
Any track that you go to, it's mozzarella
I
stick.
love mozzarella
So
sticks.
do I. Mod sticks are
Mhm.
good.
We're
You
ready.
got to, yeah.
So
I love cheese.
favorite color?
Orange.
Favorite color?
Green.
Is it really?
Yeah, the oddest thing. And yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen you with a green car though, have
Green
I?
and purple have always been my favorite.
Yeah.
colors.
Have I seen you with a green car though?
I think green is bad luck on a race car.
Thank you. Thank you.
I've already painted the whole inside of the 24.
I'm proof that green on a race car is bad luck because I wrecked every damn week last year, and I blame the green. I don't blame anybody else but the green.
Actually, ironically, my first ever race car was green, white, and red because, I'm an Italian. So I painted it like the Italian flag.
Makes sense.
And you got Mike Davis and his son out there.
Yep.
Ever since I've known Mike Davis, his car has been green.
Yep.
Never, and he doesn't have bad luck with it.
No.
So
It comes and goes with certain people, I guess.
Rebecca again, you ready? You want her comment?
Oh, sorry.
Don't let him lie. He has a hot dog. He has a hot dog machine in the race trailer.
It's got to be the beef
I used
dogs.
to.
Yeah.
That was
Hot
at
dogs.
Wolves. I used to have we
Yeah.
had a hot dog roller in there, and we come there.
Oh, great
That's
idea.
I mean, I'm cheap,
it was a good
but
idea.
Yeah,
people come
actually
to the
it is.
racetrack to help us out, man. And the least I can do is feed you for help.
Right.
You know, so yeah, we had
So park by us
Atwell's
this year so we can get hot
roller in
dogs.
there. And yeah,
What pad did you guys rent?
we didn't rent one.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh.
I'm coming in with a 40-foot trailer. I'd have to buy 5 pit pads.
Oh, that's right. You got that big ass trailer. That's right. That's right.
That's right. Well, we're pad 25 if you want to
So don't
That's a
walk
good
by.
number.
bring some,
Yeah, don't walk. It is, isn't
bring some
it?
wieners to Jerry.
So I'm gonna kill you. I swear to God. So let's talk a little bit about you racing. So I'm gonna get serious for a minute, and I hate doing that, but I need to get serious. Sir, how old are you now?
16,
How old were you when you first started racing?
12.
When you started racing and you pulled on that racetrack for the first time, obviously he took you there. Did you haul that by yourself?
Yeah.
When you got on that racetrack, did it look a lot bigger than what you thought? Did the
Just
track?
something along like
I
that.
thought I
Yeah.
got in the car with you.
Did you? I can't remember.
I went around the
I mean,
track with you guys.
Well, there's
Just
no other-
tell them
there's
how
no
to
other-
run the line, kind of thing.
Kind of
Well,
like
there's no other cars on the track.
Yeah.
we rented the track for you and your sister to go out, and then it was a total different going down there. Heck, the first time there, you blew the motor up.
But when you got out there, did the track look huge? Like you,
Oh,
were you
yeah, it
going
looked a lot
like,
bigger than like what I expected.
yeah. From it, and I tell a lot of people that have never raced before, you're sitting in the stands, you're sitting in the pits. It don't look that big,
Yeah, no. I
When
mean, the
you-
wall looks huge from within the car. Like, the
especially
first
on a
time,
car
too.
you have. The walls it is huge, and it doesn't move.
Oh no, not at all.
So when you first got out there and you did it and you did your hot laps, when you came in, do you remember that feeling? How you felt? Like were you like, man, this is what I'm gonna do?
It was definitely like a very weird feeling. Like the first time coming off the track.
When you put your foot to the floor, did your dad say, hey, we're going to work it a little bit. Don't go out there and put your foot to the floor. Let's get used to it. Or did you go out there and just put your foot to the floor?
I don't really remember exactly.
You probably put your, while your dad's
probably.
looking, I think you put your foot to the floor.
Off of my memory, it was more Steph who was more.
Yeah, because it's hard at the same time because that car was an automatic,
Yeah.
Mhm.
and so that thing had no go.
So
Yeah,
so a lot of father and son. So if you have a father and son that do football or basketball or racing, whatever, I'm asking you this because I want you to be honest. Being around your dad for racing, is there a lot of tension there sometimes between you guys? Or do you two just click and just get along all the time?
I mean, we don't exactly like 100% get along all the time. But
Yeah.
Except for like we're sitting there arguing with each other.
So
I might have opinion on something and his opinion's different.
so who normally wins those arguments?
Depends on which car he's driving.
Okay. So do you ever like look because like if a couple went there with their kid and were walking through the pits and seen their 14-year-old kid or 15-year-old kid screaming at their dad, you don't know what the hell you're talking about. Don't touch it. Leave it alone, or I need to do this. With you guys, people, it's normal at the racetrack to see it, but between you two, when you get home at night after a big argument at the track, do you guys talk, or do you just go to bed, slam the door, and not talk to them all night?
I mean, typically it's on the car ride home.
Is it
Yeah, we're usually talking shit.
so? So who initiates it usually, Dom?
Depends. Most of the time, probably him.
So
I don't know.
I mean, it depends on what it is.
So if you ever got in the car and you're pulling out a track and go, I told you not to freaking touch it. Did you? Is there anything ever like that, or like, Dad, I told you not to do that?
Honestly, I don't really set up his car.
No.
Zach sets up his blue car.
So where would the
And-
argue? And the reason why I'm bringing this up, I'm trying to explain to everybody so they get a feel how intense this really gets in the pits
In the
and at
beginning,
home.
I did his
You
stuff.
know,
Yeah.
And then the black car, really Justin does it.
yeah,
He kind of makes the
Yeah.
adjustments.
I come off the track, I say how the car's feeling, like
yeah.
what I would like different. And
His-
then
His
just
driving style and
jump in.
mine are 100% different.
You know, and so I look at it as kind of like I watch Dennis Wood with his daughter Kylie when they race, and they get kind of aggressive with each other. Those are street stocks, but you working your way up, and your dad being around the track for years and having the experience he has. I just wonder when you get in the car on the way home, how is that discussion on the way home?
I mean, if something bad happens, it's either like talking about that.
You guys work through it. Like it ain't no screaming. I mean,
But like, say if we both were racing and
Yeah.
we were both racing compacts that night, then we're just going back and forth at whatever.
So has your dad
Right.
ever taken you out on accident?
No,
Have you ever taken your dad out on accident?
no.
Really?
Typically, we're never like really close to each other.
Yeah.
That's the
Are you saying your dad is slow and you're always
Oh,
in
yeah,
front of him?
100%. He's always
I
like
mean-
back.
Hold on.
Oh.
Hold on.
Are you
But
saying
then
mean-
he'll sit there and try to brag that he beat me in qualifying as if his car was perfect.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
running through troubles.
Oh man,
So-
I never drove his black car ever
yeah.
until last year one night, and we read in the rules because he was running for the championship that basically the one car had to be run to be deemed a backup car, and I'm like, screw it, I'm gonna go hot lap this thing, and ended up out qualifying him in his own car, and his blue car had the bigger motor and everything, and the fact that I out qualified him in his
Were you
car,
pissed?
I was
Okay.
barely, but we just set the toe right before I went out for qualifying. The toe was out of whack, and
yeah, there's
the
always some
left-
excuse.
oh yeah, 100%.
So when you heard it though over the loudspeaker, did you go, ah, shit, I got to hear his mouth?
I mean, I looked at the scoreboard. I'm like, oh, 225s right next to each other.
Okay.
Get out of the car. We're like, all right, so who's who?
Yeah.
And we
So they
find
broke
out.
your heart and they said your dad outdid you.
Yep. I was like, no way. Let's see his left eye. Show me.
Listen,
I got to see this.
listen, Dad, you got to get your slow ass out of the way for your
Oh no,
son.
I mean he'll tell you that. Ask him about his front bumper on his blue car. He bent the back bumper on the black car and the front bumper on the blue car while I was
yeah, I did
driving.
do that. Yeah,
So
I forgot about that.
Kyle Carlson made a comment about racing being a hobby. And that bothers me to no end because our racing is not a hobby. Hobbies, I know some people call it a hobby but to us, it's not a hobby. It's our sport. This is our sport. And I believe us guys that race at Painesville could go race in NASCAR or do whatever, because I believe you race at Painesville, you can race anywhere. But he calls it a hobby. Do you guys think of this as a hobby?
I don't say it's a hobby.
No, I mean it's ingrained in us.
Yeah, it's our life.
It's our whole week is revolved around it. Literally, I have tomorrow planned out on how
Yeah.
everything has to work. For the next 3 days, because getting his car to get painted, going to get my trailer.
Yeah.
It's just this. I got a car sitting in the way here, and then getting my car ready. It's just us. And then once the racing season starts, it's your life. I could talk all I
It
want
really is our
about
life.
how I'm
Yeah.
not gonna. Man, I'm only gonna race part time. I do it every year,
And
I'm
it
gonna
turns
race
into the whole-
part-time. I'm not gonna race. The Mustang was sitting there torn apart for a hot minute, and honestly, I got to a point where I absolutely hated that car and didn't want to do it. And my fiance pushed me at it and pushed me, and then I finally put it back together. And then I was all about it, and then I hated it again. But this year is going to be different.
With Josh B was saying hi, but I want to ask Josh B this because he put money. I mean, you've seen Josh B's cars. Josh, did you think this is a hobby? Did you think what we do is a hobby?
Kyle said he was joking. Don't throw him under the bus.
Oh no,
He
no,
goes,
no,
he
no.
goes, no, because he didn't say hobby.
Yeah, I
definition.
know, I know.
He goes, I know you love when people refer to it as a hobby, because of course here we are. We're having a conversation about it.
Here's another father and son thing that I want to mention with Anthony and Bill Rabbits. Hopefully you can hear me. I got to lean in because the light's kind of blinding it.
Because I told you I'd move the light.
There's been times Bill and I have had issues at the track. We've screamed at each other, and after the night's done, and after the figure eights are waiting for the traffic and everything to die down, that's when we would usually talk and hang out and fix it. With my son, I haven't had experience with that yet. My son and I start arguing the moment we get to the track until the moment we leave the track. It doesn't stop with my son. My son knows everything from a cup car to a drag car to everything. And you and I have been racing at Painesville for years and years. I know Painesville like the back of my hand, but my son knows more than all of us. So I fight with my son. And that's one of those reasons I'm asking about the families that are racing, the father, son, the mother, daughter, father, daughter. How do you guys get through that, through those times when you're arguing? Who between you two who's the one that says, okay, it's over and done with. We don't have to argue about it no more.
April.
Yeah.
It's neither one of you guys.
Yeah.
So you'll keep it going. He'll keep it going.
Yeah, we both are
much.
pretty pig-headed.
Yeah,
I mean, there's no denying this is my son. You know, we are a lot alike in many ways. And, you know, yes, I'm known to have a temper. And there's times where, you know, like Sandusky, I think he got a little overzealous. But at the same time, he was racing hard and went backwards into the wall. Do I regret yelling at him now?
Yeah.
And did later on? Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
As
but I
dads,
got
we
caught
do.
in the moment and it, you know.
We do.
like,
And you know,
we didn't talk to each other for hours.
but you know
Yeah,
that's not
hours
personal.
in.
At the end of the day, it's not. Your dad, first of all, he's concerned, and we're going to get to that part here in a second. Do you remember your first win?
yeah.
Where was it, and how did you do it?
Painesville, my rising star year. I'm pretty sure it was like my first actual like feature I finished.
Yeah.
I believe so.
So
Because the first 3 weeks, or first 3 or the first 2, I kept blowing up motors every night.
wow.
And then the first night that the motor
Dump
actually
push
stopped,
rod motors.
yeah.
Yeah.
Then we finally put a manual in it, and it was we were showing up. We were going to do autograph night, and that's it. We were
We
planning on
couldn't get the
racing.
clutch to bleed out right. And here I didn't know anything about Cavaliers for the longest time.
Yeah.
You know, and I'll give credit where credit's due. Big Bob Kraus was the person that stepped up and showed me, you know, a lot when it came to a Cavalier. And here I just didn't have this clip in there for the draw bearing, right?
Yeah.
And he fixed it right at the track. And this kid never had even drove a stick shift at that point because he started the season. We blew up 2 motors, one back to back, and it was an automatic. We decided we're going to buy this car and we're going to switch it to an Ecotec 5-speed. Couldn't get it. We literally winched the car in the trailer. We're going to push it out for autograph. Big Bob came over. He got it. And I looked at him and I go, what are you going to do? He's like, what?
Race?
I'm like,
Yeah.
well, it moves. I'm like, you want to race tonight or you just going to push it out?
How hard
And
was it for you to get used to the clutch?
he
The
learned
racing?
right there in the pits.
Did you really?
It was just, I mean, I didn't really have much of a problem with it. Really.
Yeah. Do you like a stick shift better than automatic?
I made him start in second.
I was,
Did you really?
Second.
So you didn't have to
Yeah.
A
sit-
couple weeks.
Yeah.
To get
Yeah,
used
and then
to
it sucked because that actual like first race I was getting through, there was a red light, and I was like, oh, I hope I don't stall while I'm on the track.
Yeah. Did it stall?
I don't believe so. I don't
No.
think so.
See, that's good, man. That's natural. I let Laura drive an S10 truck once. I was trying to teach her how to drive stick shift.
Oh boy.
From here, from Heisley Road, where you turned
Mhm.
to the freeway, she burned the clutch out.
I did.
Don't ask me how. It just was smoking when we got to the other
Pretty
end.
sure it was the piece of shit truck I was driving.
Oh, she's blaming the truck.
That thing was
Oh,
beat
never.
up. That OEX truck was beat to hell.
So when you moved up from that class, what'd you move up into?
Cavalcade, I ran Warriors, and then after that, the next year I was in Chargers.
So in the Chargers class, how long did it take you to get your first win? Because you know these guys are pretty competitive in that Chargers class.
It sounds bad, but I think you only won 1 race that entire year.
I think I won 1 heat race.
A heat race?
Year.
Yeah.
But I was also racing with like Zach.
Yeah, you
I
were
was
racing with the
Zach,
best of the
6'4".
best.
Yes.
You know what I
Like,
mean?
I was
I
when
think I
Zach
got
brought
lapped
out the 6'4".
multiple times.
But you know
throughout the
what?
year. I was like, wow.
That's learning.
Yeah,
You know,
I mean, it helped a lot.
It's got to help a lot because a lot of guys will quit. They'll give up. You didn't do that. You kept at it. Your dad wouldn't have let you quit anyways, but you didn't want to quit. You wanted to keep going and doing
No,
what you were doing.
Improve.
But you got better and you got better. And now when you pull on a racetrack, people worry about you. You know, they go, oh no, now they see you pull in. They're like, ah, shit, now we got to race against Vinny. You might not think that, but they do say it because you are someone that's very competitive. I don't know. So are you racing the same class Zach's going to be in this year?
Oh yeah.
So,
We're all in compacts.
okay. Yeah, I knew the rules were kind of confusing for me. So I didn't know how they were
it's all
doing it.
one class now, so
Okay.
I mean, we have some interesting perspectives on it. I think it's going to be a shit show, but I just combining everybody together is my opinion.
I'm just there to race.
So
We're-
have you
we're-
won a
we're
compact
there to
feature
show.
yet?
What?
Have you won a compact feature yet?
Oh yeah, I
He
won.
won 7 last year.
So your first compact feature win was where?
I believe Painesville as well. Yeah.
Was it really?
No.
Yeah, Painesville was your first one, and then you won 2 at Sandusky, all in your Rising Star year.
So when
my first feature when I won, I'll quite a few my Rising Star year.
but
And
your
when I-
first actual compact feature win,
Chargers?
yeah, Chargers.
Painesville.
Yeah, Painesville.
So white flag comes out. Now we already know the answer to this.
I'm running.
Oh yeah.
The white flag comes out. Do you start hearing noises you never heard before?
Oh yeah, I'm like listening real hard. see if
We
there's
all
somebody
do
behind
it,
me.
man.
I'm sitting there and I'm like, I'm not trying to push it too hard, but I'm also like, I gotta go.
Yeah,
I gotta
yeah.
Go. But I'm not trying to push it too hard where I screw up the entire turn.
Vinny, we all do it. And you know what? Out of 10 guys, probably 6 or 7 of them screw up.
I almost did one of Painesville's cavalcades.
Did you?
I had a quite decent lead. I screwed up the first turn a little bit and the second turn quite a bit. And Andrew Cohn was right on me.
Oh, wow.
Oh yeah, you had a good lead.
Mm-hmm.
So, when I try to teach people when that white flag comes out, that is the lap you need to be the calmest. But as drivers, we're not.
No,
They even show
That-
guys
never.
in NASCAR when the white flag comes out, their heart rate goes up. They try to tell you hear them on the radio telling them, white flag this time by, hit your marks, stay relaxed. And you hear the spotter, breathe, which is very important. You don't realize it now because you're young, but as you get older, breathe. At our age, breathing is really important at the racetrack. So you get the white flag, you're going down the backstretch. In your mind, you know you have it won. You get the
I'm
check.
like, my first one, I think that was like my second year rising, or not rising stars, but my second year in Chargers because
Yeah.
I'm a Chargers, and it was the
Against
third
Bobby
week.
Krause.
Yeah, against Bobby.
Oh wow, it's tough to beat Bobby. To
Oh, it
beat
was. It
him,
definitely was.
because in my
because-
mind I'd be going, he's got to be right there.
Oh, he
You
was.
could hear.
You could hear him.
I heard him.
And
100%.
Bobby, man, Bobby's like the rest of us. He doesn't. You got to earn it. You're not taking it from him. You got to earn it.
Because the lap before, I felt him on my bumper. And I was like,
Did ya?
I hope he doesn't move me. It was the last time I'm like really expecting it. And I was.
And
It
sometimes
was
that
such
alone.
a great feeling.
Yeah.
It's hard to explain.
So when you finally get the checker flag, you cross the line. That overwhelming feeling of winning, man. What did you do in the car? So a lot of us, like a lot of guys say, "Oh, I thank God," or I start screaming, I start singing a song. What'd you start doing?
Honestly, it's thinking about like what everybody's doing in the back and also what to say over their announcements.
That is seriously a concern because you're coming around to that
Yeah.
microphone and it's going to be there. Especially, it was probably Wallencheck back then, I'm assuming, wasn't it?
Yeah, pretty sure.
And Wallencheck's going to ask you a bunch of questions. It ain't going to be like, "Hey, great win." So yeah, you probably panicked a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Trying to remember his sponsors.
Yeah.
And the amount of times I was in victory lane last year, I still never had him like pinned down.
We joked with him that we were going to write it on his hand.
Yeah,
So
especially
to
for
get
like
out,
championship.
just-
And you
Right.
forget that. You honestly forget it. So, last year I ran Cavalcade at Midvale. Love that place. Love Midvale. The announcer is one of the best announcers. So years ago, there was an announcer there by the name of Adam Mackey, who was one of the best announcers I think in our industry. But the guy that got there now, and I know him, and I can't think of his damn name. Someone will tell me.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. Midvale has one of the best announcers that you could have.
Yeah, someone will tell us.
Not only does he interview you, he'll also say to you, "Hey, tell us about your sponsors.
Mhm.
Tell us about this." So he helps you, So as you go through these years now of what because right now you're 16 years old. I'm sure you have in your mind where you want to get to. It's probably a street stock, or you want to stay in compacts.
Honestly, really don't know. I mean, it's.
Are
kind
you
of
happy
wherever
in
it goes.
compacts?
I'm happy with where it's at. I mean, like street stocks. It sounds great. I'm like, yeah, it'd be fun.
Yeah.
Like, I would have liked to done like at least one race in the Mustang or something.
Yeah.
Just to feel it out. It was fun hot lapping it.
Did you
But,
like it
like-
at all? Did you like the feel of it, or you like the more of the compact?
I like the feel of like it being different,
Yeah.
but I like the fact that my compact was faster.
Yeah. Man, he called you slow ass again. That's like the 5th time, dude.
I don't know. He did well. We
But-
ran it to track last year, and
only
I
spun
put him in
once.
he only spun out once. And he got down to like 14.7s his first
That was
time
in the Mustang.
in the Mustang. which I mean that's not bad. And honestly,
It's really honestly not bad.
before like the whole Sandusky incident, I offered to sell all the compacts out and buy him like
A street
badass
stock?
street stock. And because we all know my money goes to him.
Yeah, yeah.
I take the turd clapped out stuff and I give him the better stuff. And I wanted to race against him. And that's hence we're both in compacts.
So
The
okay,
announcers, he said Jason Shaw and Chris Kale.
Chris Kale.
Chris Kale. Okay.
Chris Kale.
Thank you, Kyle Carlson.
Oh no, it was the first name. It was the first name.
Jason Shaw.
Jason Shaw. Yep.
Oh, okay.
Badass announcer. Badass. That's the stocky muscle guy, I think. I think that's who it is. The stocky. He's probably gonna.
Kyle, help us out here.
Kyle, help me out. It's the stocky
He's our statistician
with
here.
the black hair. So let's get into last year a little bit, and we'll get into what's coming on here in the future. But you've raced Painesville, Lorain, and Sandusky. Did you race anything else?
Midville.
What did you think about Midville? Do you like it?
Flat Rock.
I ran Flat Rock, but Midville,
Didn't you struggle a little bit
different.
last year at Midville? Was it last year?
We kept kicking
I didn't-
rockers.
I didn't struggle
Okay.
personally. It was the car struggle. Yeah.
Yeah, because I thought I seen you there.
Yeah, we were tearing that motor apart for some reason. They kept kicking rockers off. Just a heads up, don't order them off Amazon. Those things are junk.
You cheap ass.
Jerry, you order a lot off Amazon.
Yeah, but now I'm not going to order a rocker off of Amazon.
Well, that's
Maybe,
what happened. We had
maybe.
a set of rockers on there. The sad part is this kid goes out there, qualifies at this open event. Was there like almost 40 cars there?
Yeah.
Qualifies 8th, missing a rocker.
Wow.
Like it felt great. It had power. Once you're getting on the gas, coming like out the turn, once you hit the straightaway,
It just
It's
fell
all
on
gone.
its face.
all gone. You're running
Ah.
the same speed the entire way down the straightaway.
Oh, that sucks.
I was sucked.
So all these tracks you raced at, which one's your favorite so far?
Probably Flat Rock.
You love Flat Rock? That is a
It's
pretty
fun.
badass
It-
track, man.
We took him up
The way that like I'd have to explain it is like Lorraine with a Painesville straightaway.
Yeah, yeah.
Like it's just a straight oval the entire
So,
way.
man,
like,
and-
but yeah, like an egg.
Yeah.
we like that was a hit and miss one. It was like spur of the moment that week. It was National Touring Series. We put him up against. There was 18 cars there. We took him up in his black car, and he qualified 5th out of 18 cars, tacking $6,000.
Wow.
$6,000.
We
That's
went
it.
up
Wow.
there, wrong gear, everything. Like
I mean,
he
the
finished
springs
fifth
weren't
in the
even cut.
feature
we
too.
didn't even cut
Where'd
the
you finish in the feature?
Fifth.
Fifth? Wow.
Yeah, this thing was sitting at ride height was at 9 inches.
And those guys are pretty badass at Flat Rock, man.
people- it was
I mean, the
hilarious.
national compact cars themselves.
So this is
are
how I say
crazy.
Flat Rock is. Flat Rock is Painesville Speedway, but in Michigan. The people at Flat Rock Speedway are so loyal to that place. The
Oh,
people that work at the factories. If you go there on a Saturday night and walk through the stands, it's all blue collar people in there. It's identical to Painesville.
It was a really cool experience going up there.
And the people
We-
are nice.
We definitely,
Oh, yeah.
that's on our list of tracks. Like, we're not points racing this year. We have some tracks.
You say that now,
No.
a
we're
month
not.
from today, you're going to be running first. You're
I
asking me,
cannot.
ah, shit.
I can't points race this year. At least, definitely. And he can't. I'm getting married in June. So,
Aw,
And-
congrats.
thank you.
That's exciting.
You're doing what?
Getting
Get
married.
married. Jerry, shut up.
And then, so,
Dom,
we're already,
Dom,
we're going
I'm
to
only
miss 2
teasing you.
Saturdays.
I
And-
seen your fiance. I'm only teasing.
So we're missing a couple Saturdays, right?
She's
there.
probably outside right now with a baseball bat waiting for me to walk
Yeah,
outside.
home with the dogs. And then we're running the 3 races at Jennerstown
Yeah.
because it just, I don't know, it looks cool, man. Like, it's nothing against Painesville Speedway in any way, shape, or form. I love Painesville Speedway. We feel that we've done almost everything there.
Yeah.
We've won races. We've done this. Like you said, when Vinny shows up, like, people know, like,
Yeah.
okay, he's fast, and I'm not going to deny that. I mean, the kid's, he's a wheel. He's just natural wheel.
Well, let's.
We want to see what he can do outside of.
Yeah.
So, like, we're going to run 3 races at Jennerstown. We're going to run Flat Rock. I watched him race there. Now I want to race there. I've never raced there. I think it looked cool.
So let's talk about what everybody really wants to talk about. Everybody has stay tuned for this because they want to know. First, I'm going to talk to you about it, and then I'm going to ask him. As a dad, we're at Sandusky Speedway last year
Cavalcade.
for Cavalcade. As a dad, you look down that backstretch and you see your son tumbling. And now, Dominic, you and I have seen some wrecks over the years, bro. But that fucking wreck was pretty brutal.
So this is how it went. I absolutely hate that they had the trailers in the infield. I didn't see him roll. All I seen was the one dude get up into him, like jump up into the wall, and then that like they wiggled and he hooked, and I seen Vinny sliding down the track, and that's it. And then all of a sudden I hear the announcer go, "Oh my God, red flag! Vinny Cicconetti just rolled." I didn't see my own son roll.
So where were you standing at?
I was in the bleachers, like the spectator.
Yeah, so you were blocked from everything that was in
I
there.
could not physically see that.
Yeah.
So from a dad's aspect, and the fact that I can't see through those trailers to even see his car, and then they're not letting me go out there, I was literally, you can ask Jay Cox, I was ready to fight him.
Yeah. Well, you're a dad. You're doing what dad's supposed to do.
Like, let me get to my kid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, all in all, we can talk all the smack we want, but
it's your son at the end of the day, bro. At the end of the day, he's your son.
Like, I knew he would be looking for me. Like,
so,
that's my instinct. Like, I know he's going to be looking for me.
So,
the minute
Vinny,
I got out there, it was.
Let's back up to the lap before all this happened. What was going on? I mean, I know you remember because it's probably placed to your head every damn day. So the lap before, leading up to it, what was going on the track?
We were taking the green flag because there's just a caution.
Mm-hmm.
We had the wrong trans in the car, so I was super slow off the starts. Yeah. I watched Zach and Dill go flying. they're the cars that were right in front of me.
As a racer, don't you wish their motor would blow up right then and there? You don't have to lie.
No, that was the day before.
Yeah.
But as a racer, when those two guys go by you, don't you go, yeah, flat tire wouldn't. I mean, I wouldn't mind them getting a flat right about.
Down, wouldn't mind me.
Yeah.
I'd actually like, but we're coming into turn one, and I'm rolling the dude on the inside.
Do you remember who it was?
I think his name was like.
It's a yellow Honda from Michigan.
Okay.
I think it was like Daniel or something like that.
Okay.
Irish or something.
Yeah.
I think that's what his name was. It was a yellow Honda.
So he was the inside of you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, I've never raced with him before or anything. And I'm like, all right, so I'm rolling him coming down and through the turn. I'm side by side with him on exit. And then I'm like, all right, I'm as close to the wall as I can get. He's all over.
This is about the middle of the straightaway, wasn't it?
This was like on exit, just hitting the wall. I'm like, all right, I'm already to the wall.
Yeah,
this guy, he just got a little loose on exit.
Okay.
But he collected it. He should be good. And he's going straight, and he starts slowly coming up to me. And I was like, all right, well, I can't get any closer to the wall. I can't get any closer without hitting it. And then we connect wheels. And then he backs out. I go across his nose. And then Sheldon Summers, he hits me in the rear end. Thankfully, he did, because I would have went head on into the wall.
Okay.
Could have broken like my collarbone.
So it kind of like knocked you sideways a little bit.
Yeah, it hit the rear end of the car rather than.
Well, it hit right at your driver or passenger door post on the back of the cage.
Did it really?
Right into the V of the concrete wall. And the crazy part, like, I swear I must have brought it on, is we walked the track and I said, man, they should have some tires there, because that's a nasty spot.
Yeah.
And that's right where he hit.
Damn, man.
The next day. Like.
So when you hit it, though, it was just a normal slide to you. It was just a normal wreck until that point.
Whoa, of course, it's Sandusky. You're going fast.
Yeah.
You're going around 70 on exit. And I had a nice outside run.
Yeah.
And I'm like.
Which is even faster.
I was like, oh, there's nothing I can do here. I'm on the brakes. I'm counter turned. Never let off the steering wheel. Stupid. Like, that was something pretty stupid.
Yeah.
Looking back in photos, zooming in.
Always let go, man, especially at that speed.
But like, it was almost like I hit the wall, and the next thing I know is I'm going to the inside wall. I don't even remember going across the backstretch, but I remember I hit the wall. I blink, like I close my eyes for a second. I open them, I look up, and I see the ground. Because as soon as I hit the wall, my helmet went like right here. I'm seeing like you got the visor.
Yeah.
The solid part. The solid part's right here.
Yeah.
And so I got to look up to look through my visor, and I see the ground. And I'm like, oh,
This is gonna hurt.
Not good. This isn't good at all. And thankfully, we had the Hans and everything because I was able to get out the car. I got out on my own.
Did it seem like they say when you wreck like that, the world slows down? Did it slow? Was it slow motion for you, or did it happen way too fast?
Everything happened super fast. Looking at the video, it happened faster than what I thought. But
Yeah.
to me, I still thought it happened all super fast. And once like the car was on its side because it landed on the passenger door, and I'm like, everything like slowed down for a second. I'm like, okay, what do I do?
Yeah.
So I just think like, all right, unbuckle, and I see where I'm going to land. So I land, I start climbing out, and everybody's like, here, grab onto me. It was Left Turn Photo Works. Brandon Freeman.
Yeah.
He's
Brandon,
like, here, hold on to me. I'm here for you. And then I'm starting to hop down. Then Melvin comes over, picks me up, and brings me over to the wall. And then everybody comes.
If you play through it, I'm sure you played it in your head a million times. There's no way you could get out of that. It's just a racing accident.
Yeah.
But the safety of these cars now, if that car wasn't built that way, or let's just say it was back in the old days where we just ran a bar down the door, things would probably be different today, on a half a mile.
I'm going to say one thing is make sure you cradle the bottom of those seats. We didn't even think about it. It just had a tube bolted to the floor. Yes, it twisted the seat. It
did twist your seat?
It was an $800 Ultra Shield. Thankfully, we invest money in his safety.
Yeah.
And that's actually what made him a better driver was the Hans device. He didn't start winning really in the racing in charters until we put a Hans device on.
Are you a guy that likes to turn your head to look to see what's going on?
And we put a GoPro in the car to prove it to him.
They'd sit there and argue with me.
That he would sit there every time he would turn his head, he would turn his hands.
Yeah.
He would do this.
Yeah.
I explained that to him.
No, I'm not doing that.
So you caught yourself doing it on video?
And then GoPro.
You seen it?
We put a Hans device on it to stop him from turning his head.
Yeah.
But thankfully, obviously, with the safety on that. But yeah, don't ever make it so that cage or that seat.
Did you guys build that car or buy that car?
We bought the car, but
whose car was it originally?
Oldenburg.
Was it?
It was Mikey's car.
Well, he builds good stuff too. Unless
it was his Rising Star
cage,
car.
Was it? Okay.
There was a good cage that was built in there.
Was it Tom Oldenburg's Rising Star car? Because he still needs to be driving that motherfucker around. Here come a text message from Tom. Watch. Before we leave here, I'm going to get a text message.
Oh, yeah.
It's just,
You think Tom is ready for the Rising Star? Or you think he should just keep walking around the pits?
Go
karts? Juice box?
Yeah, the juice box. He's got that.
He's going to kill
Maybe he won't flip over.
Tom, let's get Tom Oldenburg a juice box. We put him in one, he'd probably break his arm or leg, and we'd all feel guilty about it.
Did he run a big wheel and flip that over too?
Did he?
I'm pretty sure. No. Or was that you running mine? It was either Tom or it was you.
No, I think it was. I don't know if Tom flipped or not. But
I feel like I recall Tom.
There's a photo
flipping in a big wheel.
It was like me, Tom, Mike Atwell, all did our own race during intermission on big wheels.
So what we should do then? We should have an adult big wheel race. I don't know how we're not going to crush the wheels to the ground by sitting on it because we're
definitely all going to be out of breath.
Yeah, we're fat. Well, it can't be long. Maybe
a little.
What we should do? Maybe go out the pit chute because we're going downhill.
Drag race.
We stop at the start finish line, get some oxygen real quick, drink something, and then go another 20 feet.
There we go.
So, but I know I'm going to get a text from Tom. It's coming. It's going to be coming. So you just big wreck. You get out. I don't remember. You guys didn't finish the weekend, did you?
That was actually, that was his last race to the.
That was the feature, right?
Yeah. We definitely. I feel bad for April, my mother, because I'm not paying attention to my phone.
Josh B said he's down for the big wheel races.
Look at that.
More. Megan March.
Listen, Josh, we cannot let Josh be doing this because he's going to be in his shop building
a this weekend just to do it.
That's what he'll do. He'll go buy a brand new big wheel, reinforce it, probably put a motor on the son of a bitch. The
You
mule.
won't see this 12-volt Milwaukee battery.
Yeah, all of us will be pedaling, all of a sudden you hear him come by.
Um,
Everyone's trying
we
to
definitely made the right decision, but I feel bad for them because I'm not paying attention to my phone. They're,
Yeah.
April's back there crying. My mom's freaking out because she was on live, and April's live cut out and everything, so she didn't know what was going on. Then it was definitely the smart decision to have him taken right then and there from the track by the squad. Thankful for your son because he, was the one that took him out.
Damn.
And everything. So
Did it feel that bad to you?
I mean, honestly, I wasn't hurting besides like I had like a scrape on my ankle.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
had like a
That's
scrape
it.
on my ankle, and
You and I would be
what it
in
was.
traction for 3 days.
yeah, I know. Like I did now 3 ambulance rides in the last 5 months with this kid.
So,
Like-
did it feel like as it was happening though to you? Did it feel bad, or did it happen so fast you didn't get
happened so
no?
fast I like really didn't know.
And that's
what
your
was going
worst
on
wreck,
until,
isn't it?
Like I seen my helmet up, and I was like, "Oh, this was hard."
That's your worst wreck to date, right?
Dude,
Oh, yeah,
what
100%.
freaked me out even worse is not seeing the wreck, and then obviously I'm trying to fight to get out there, and they're not letting me out there. And the first thing one of the things they say to me is, Dominic, we can't let you out there. What if your kid's face is mangled? Do you want to see him like that?
Yeah.
I was like, what the hell did you just say to me?
Yeah,
Now I'm going to fight you. Like, let me on the track to get to my kid, or I'm running past you. Like,
the hardest thing to do. So, as a racetrack promoter myself, the hardest thing to do is to tell a parent they can't see their child, even a grown adult child.
no, and I understand at the same time.
But you got to let it happen. You have to let it happen.
Especially in a situation like that. Like, I mean, that's scary. For one, that bothered me was, he's a minor.
Yeah, yeah.
It's not like
They can't make decisions anyways without you
like,
standing there.
yeah,
You know what I
he can't
mean?
even go get treated.
Yeah, yeah.
For one, we didn't at that track. We didn't sign a minor release consent
And
to be able to race there.
in all in
So,
fairness of
like-
Kevin, just so you know, Kevin has seen a lot of people
I
hurt
know,
over the
and
years.
we talked afterwards.
So
we hugged and everything.
Yeah.
And I,
he
I
wasn't
have
doing
no
it to be
ill will
malicious or
or
anything.
any long like that. It's
Yeah.
in the moment, in that moment, like now,
Yeah.
I almost took our 4-wheeler out.
Nestor's wife said he should be in a big wheel race. Doesn't he wreck enough of our shit? Now we got to get a big wheel wreck by him.
Dang.
I'm kidding.
Okay.
Josh Poor says, "How about that Ty Gibbs pick?
Oh man.
How did you pull that one off
Yeah.
your ass, Josh?
How did that-
Jeez.
How did that even happen? Oh, so we do these picks for the races.
Mm.
And right now Josh Poor is leading, right? Or is he
Uh,
pretty close with Tony?
No, he's
Tony
up,
Ski.
he's up like 3 over Tony.
So you get to pick who you think is going to win these races. Truck race.
I don't know anybody in the races. That's why you don't ever see me picking.
Just pick somebody. You should put someone like Ricky Rudd or something. But Josh Poor took the person that should have never won that race.
Bobby, he's winning.
And he won it.
I think he
Oh,
did.
yeah,
Like
there you
I think
go.
he won 2 out of 3 this weekend.
Did he really?
So yeah, like what happens is, and so those of you that don't participate, at the end of this racing season, whoever has the most wins will get a $100 Visa gift card from us here at Jerry Patrick Media, and then everybody else, no matter how many times you've won, like how many picks you've won, that's how many entries you get into a big raffle, and then we'll draw a name, and that person gets $100.
Yeah.
So however many picks you've successfully done, that's how many names you
I
got
thought we
in.
were gonna raffle off driving your car for the night. All right, let's
There
go.
you go.
Listen, man, I figure you could use $100 to get some strawberry Pop-Tarts.
Yeah.
Fake ass strawberry Pop-Tarts over at Aldi.
Oh, Tony Ski says, I needed Blaney to dump Gibbs so I could get that win.
It was going to happen. We thought it was going to happen. So moving on from that crash, you guys get home, you look at the car. It wasn't totaled, right?
Oh, I think it was garbage.
Was it really?
Oh,
We
that was
actually
bad.
like.
Wow.
It
What was
bad.
the worst part of it? Like when you looked at it, you went,
Every
gosh.
end.
Was it like,
Everything.
I mean, the cage.
the whole
everything.
like
He's
the car was just boom.
yeah.
Like
there's
it-
nothing in line besides like maybe like the
The
front.
crazy
end.
part is it still ran. Like Melvin actually shut the car off while I was on its side.
It was still running?
Yeah.
That car was still running on its
They
side.
yelled at him for getting out of the car, like the safety personnel over there. Like I invest money in his safety.
Yeah.
Every single one of his cars have fire suppression system in it.
Oh, wow.
And a fire extinguisher. Like, we don't just hit, So when the cage literally, got pushed out the driver's side, almost a foot,
Wow.
the fire bottle line was connected to the cage. Well, it sheared that off. So not only, did it break the fire extinguisher mount and the fire extinguisher was going off, the fire suppression bottle was going off. So all he saw was smoke. He's like,
Oh, all that shit was
first
going
off,
off?
Well, no,
Yeah.
it was. I seen all this dust from like
The track.
Yeah, from the track, yeah.
It really,
And
really does.
we're gonna
Like,
give
that's
also-
the problem with videos is like you can't see anything because all the dust that was built up. You don't
Yeah.
see the flip.
we'll give
Besides-
Sheldon props too. Sheldon actually got out of his car and ran to him too,
That's sweet.
Yeah.
to make sure he was all right. Now the other guy, I'm
Didn't
gonna
say a
voice
word.
my opinion. That guy's a douche.
Carrick Ball said the thing was thrashed. It was done.
It was,
Oh, yeah.
it was junk. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Wait, go back.
Very-
Who's the douche?
That car,
that
like
18,
18.
yellow car.
that dude.
Okay.
So many people came over when we got back from the hospital. That guy was literally pitted right across from us. Never said a word.
Oh,
He's probably feeling guilty.
Oh, he
But at
literally,
least come
like,
over there and
He
say
wouldn't even
something.
look at us.
Damn, man.
Like, have some respect.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not pissed.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, it's racing. Racing happens. But it's a kid.
You should have came over.
He's a father himself. I looked him up on Facebook.
He's a dad and didn't
Yeah.
say anything. Yeah,
Like-
I'm on your side. Yeah, definitely.
Like-
18, if you're watching, you owe him an apology.
Yeah, you punk at nothing.
We don't know your, we don't know
No,
your
it's
name,
just
but
like really
Don't make
sad,
us come
you
to
know what
Michigan
I
and
mean?
beat you
Like,
with our Pop Tarts.
Yeah, we don't
It's
know.
really sad that you didn't like take that 5 seconds, just be like, "Hey, man, you okay?"
Yeah.
Like literally, directly across from each
Yeah.
other.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man.
Like, hey,
So that you made it. Go ahead.
So yeah, like I was saying, like all that dust. So I
Hmm.
couldn't see much from that. And then they flipped the car back over on its wheels, and that's when like the fire extinguisher and fire suppression system.
Oh,
starts
it went
going
off.
once they flipped it back over.
Cost you
There's-
another $1,000
So,
bucks.
so they're saying like how it's
But, hey,
leaking that whole time. So it
it's.
was a good thing I got it.
I watched this kid catch on fire at his first ever. Then
Trident.
it was the Trident race. We didn't know that these cabbies that you needed to upgrade these fuel lines or whatever
Yeah.
that on the fuel rail, and it sheared a little spot, and next thing you know, his car is going up in a ball of flames.
Yeah,
That was
there's
on the
flames
back-
up to
on
my
the
Four
backside.
laps,
Yeah.
like
I
6
remember
laps
that.
to go.
Yeah, something like that. And
Yeah.
there's, like, flames up to my knees.
Wow.
I remember
See, aren't
that.
you glad? I mean, not
That's
not
what's
to.
crazy about some of these cars. Like the car we bought, man, there wasn't a hole in the firewall patched.
Laura and I were looking through photos of me racing back in the day, and she was like,
They're mostly black and white photos.
I swear to God.
Stone tires. Like,
But we raced back then with tennis shoes and a T-shirt
Oh, yeah.
and blue jeans. And she goes, "Where's your suit?" And I'm like, "This is the way we race." And listen, when
It was
I grew
beautiful.
up, every piece of our clothing was flammable.
they
Like
literally, the rule was long sleeve.
that was it. Well, it upgraded to that. When I first started racing, you race with a short sleeve,
Oh, really?
and then when Gordon got it, it was all long sleeve. It was mandatory
I
racing.
mean, that's the crazy part. I ran at dirt figure 8 at the Lake County Fair a couple years ago in the Mustang.
There's two.
I was in shorts and sandals in that race.
Oh my God.
To my older race fans that are watching right now, or racers too, and Sean Zembauer said safety is key, and his dad built some badass cars. But to the older guys that are watching tonight, I'm almost positive, because I don't want to be wrong, but I think when I first started racing there, you could race with a short sleeve. But you got to think about this. I'm a young 17-year-old kid, 16 and a half, I think I was 17. And you look to the left and you see a guy smoking a cigarette, his fucking sleeves rolled up, and he's got a pack
Oh,
of marbles right there. And you're, as a kid, you're like, this guy's going to kill me.
Wasn't that Marvin that always had like an ashtray or something like
I
that?
know. I don't remember. I think he did, but this is an old timer, man. I want to say like George Puskas or somebody that had their cigarettes rolled up in their sleeve and the cigarette in their mouth open. Rusty Adams, race a late model during a red flag or a caution. He'd light a cigarette up and smoke a cigarette, man.
Seems totally safe.
So,
Absolutely.
but back in those days, I know the cars are faster and things like that, and with fuel injection and all that. But man, without that stuff, man, it could have been totally different today. I mean, you had a nice built car, and I'm glad that that's where your focus was, is safety, especially now when
I
you're
actually
traveling.
even have a Hans device for myself for this year. I-
Jim Miller said, when we race,
When you raced,
when he raced, pictures were etched in stone.
meaning you,
No, he means him.
No.
He means him.
this is when he raced.
So when did you decide that you were going to just start racing again this year? I know it wasn't right away.
Oh, no, it was right away.
Was it really?
We bought him a car literally like the day after or something. Yeah, it was. I believe the day after.
It was the day
Did you really?
Yeah, after too.
So we had the enclosed there. So Melvin and Dan were awesome, and they took his wreck car back and dropped the trailer off at Convoy. I took Melvin's car back in my enclosed. Then I drug his car off with a tow motor because it was that bad. And
Hold on one second. Someone made a comment about Linda or somebody.
Yeah, they raced
mom.
against Dom's grandfather.
that's my mom.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Hi, Mom. How you doing?
Hey, Mom.
How do you raise a kid to buy cheap ass Pop Tarts, Mom? Come on, Mom.
She bought us cheap pop.
I don't believe it.
Times were
Sean.
rough.
Don't worry, I got the good stuff though.
He's spoiled.
Sean said he used to drag race motorcycles.
In a hoodie, jeans, and tennis shoes.
Man,
We were nuts back then.
that's crazy. So you get this car, you bought it last year right after all this. Did you guys know what you were going to do this year, or was it just getting the car and getting
We
started?
were joking about going to run Barberton's Cavalcade.
Were you really?
Literally, like that wreck happened. We bought Jason Deal's car the very next day, and like Sandusky was just. We had omens on the way there.
Yeah.
That we should have just went home.
What happened? You tell me something that happened.
Oh, so like we made it to like.
He's laughing already.
Oh, he is, because we're riding out there. My fiance April, she's behind us in the RV with him, hauling one of the other race cars, and I'm in the truck with the enclosed. And we make it by
Top Golf.
yeah, Top Golf and all that, Cabela's and everything.
Yeah.
And I got this guy like motioning. He's like, get over it. I'm like, what the hell? He's like pointing down, and I'm like,
Yeah.
and then just kept telling me to get over. So like I called her because she was like four vehicles in between us. I'm like, hey man, I got this guy freaking out that I need to get over. I pull over. Yeah, I'm dragging my gas tank out of my Duramax.
What?
I lost 80.
Your gas tank fell out of your
Yeah,
truck
the straps broke, and next thing you know,
in the
plastic-
worst part of town too.
Yeah, plastic gas tank. I lost almost $100 in diesel.
Oh my God.
We managed since we
Dude, you couldn't pick a better or worse spot to do that.
Yeah, like
That's Avon, dude.
managed to grab the floor jack out of the trailer. We got some ratchet straps, got the tank, and it's pissing diesel.
Yeah.
Managed to get off the Avon Lake exit. Thank God, John Rossi. He's Captain Savadom. He's always helped us out. I called him. I'm like, hey man, we like got off the exit, just made it into Best Buy's parking lot.
Yeah, no, what you're talking
ran out
about.
of
Yeah.
diesel. Ran out of fuel.
Wow.
Just made it in
Made
there.
it in the parking lot.
Literally.
Parked. You went to start back up. It was out.
Yeah, out.
Holy
So
shit, dude.
we drop, unhook the trailer, take the RV with the other trailer, pull my truck out, turn it around. I put him in the driver's seat of my truck. April's standing there between the RV and the nose of my truck, trying to hold a tire so I could push my truck back into a parking spot.
So the gas,
John?
it was a plastic tank,
Yeah.
right? So it probably just wore a hole from the freeway.
Yeah.
You know that
Quick.
happened fast, dude.
Oh yeah.
It wasn't.
She thought, so we had an incident the one time. I have running water in the trailer, and one time something fell and turned the sink on, and next thing you know, I got a 40-gallon holding tank in there. We stopped at a stop Middle Ridge, getting off Middle Ridge there for Lorraine. I just watched water pour out of my trailer. Oh yeah. Thing
Wow.
just running in there. So she thought maybe something happened like that. Because I asked her, I'm like, didn't you see like a trail?
Yeah.
I mean, we left a trail. And like people knew you could find where my gas tank fell out at.
Wow, dude.
And
you're right. I would have turned
John
around.
got out there to like pick up my trailer. Kingstone came and got the
truck.
Duramax. And I was like, man, we might as well just go home.
Honestly,
and we should have.
But honestly,
we should have.
But honestly, that was a
literally,
sign. I mean, to
I
me,
was
I'd
like-
been like, man, let's just go home.
That's how I said. I kind of looked at him. I looked at her, and I was like, "What do you guys want to do? You want to just go home?" Like, and they're like, he's like, "I don't care," and I'm like, yeah. And then John's like, "Well, I got nothing to do tonight." He's like, "And you already know I'm coming out. We already rented a hotel room. You know I'm going to be out there Sunday. I'll pull your trailer back home for you. I got this." I'm like, yeah, I already bought 30 gallons worth of gas.
Yeah.
It's in cans in the trailer. Like, I'm invested. Screw it. We go out there the very next day because we got there late, made 3 laps. His motor blows up in the blue car.
Wow.
Saturday night, backwards into the
Same
wall.
night.
Basically totals the back of the black car. We resurrected overnight. Literally, we don't have a car.
Yeah.
We're riding the 4-wheeler across the street to Tractor Supply to go get welding wire.
Wow.
And then to AutoZone to get fuel line, to repair the fuel line, while some cops watching
There's
us.
a point where you go, Dad, enough. Let's
Like,
go home.
And then then ends up rolling that day. It's
So-
like, it was an omen. We should have just stayed home that week.
Tell me, I'm going to start with him. Then I'm going to go to you. Tell me somebody that you don't like to race with. Not being mean, but someone you look at the chalkboard and that person's in a race with you and you go, shit.
I mean,
And I'm not being mean. I just someone that makes you, it doesn't, okay, I shouldn't say someone you don't like to race with. Someone that makes you a little nervous and makes you think a little bit.
I'd say like this last year definitely changed my mind, but like years before, I'd say it had to be like Hayden Nails. Me and him always butt heads on the track. Him as a person, he's a cool dude. I like talking to him.
Yeah, he's a
I'll go
nice
over and
kid.
talk to
He's a
him.
nice kid.
But this year it was a lot better racing between us.
So who did you enjoy racing with the most?
Ooh. It's a hard one. Maybe,
Let's let him think about that. Who do you not like? Same way. I'm going to rephrase this. Someone that you look at the chalkboard and you go, oh man, is this guy in my race with me? Who is your guy? Don't say me.
Carl Smith.
Carl Smith.
Yeah, we've had bad blood.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, man. Sometimes he just thinks I'm out to get him. Last year we got into it on the racetrack, and he's like, "Oh, you intentionally?" And it's like, dude, he strapped him in the car.
Yeah.
Like, my family helped you all night. Like, no.
Yeah.
But
like,
it's
we were sitting there taking everything off the top of his car so he could go get up and line up.
Yeah.
His window net, making sure everything's good.
it's one of
Strapping his
those,
Honda
like,
device on
He
his,
thought you did it on purpose, huh?
yeah. I mean, I don't know.
That's not you,
Thankfully,
though. I've known you a long time. That's not you.
I've had my slip ups, yes.
We all do.
You know, coming overzealous. Me and Randy had our bumps, but we get a joke about it. And I try to race everybody pretty fair. And eventually, sometimes you do have enough. I've been I think last year was the only person to get black flag for rough driving.
Really?
And it was against Carl Smith.
Damn. So who do you like racing against?
Honestly, I'd have to probably say like Zach Myers because it's competition.
He's the
It's
best.
good competition.
Yeah, he's the best.
I mean, that's the guy that
He's clean.
I want
Yeah.
to chase him down. I want to be able to try to chase him. I want to.
Man,
Good
I seen a
race.
picture of his car this year. I think he's running the late model series at Daytona because I'm sure as hell don't believe Zach Meyer's car is going to be racing at Paynesville the way that freaking thing looks, man.
That red is.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful. So last year I got a chance to race against you at Cavalcade. I think it was Cavalcade,
It was
no,
the Trident
it was
race.
The
the
Trident.
Trident race.
It was the Trident. Yeah.
So you and I ran side by side for several laps. I got to the inside of you, and every freaking lap we crossed that line, you were in front of me on the line. And didn't matter what I tried to do, we never touched. I'll say 3 laps, it might have been 2 laps. But for several laps, we didn't touch. And you were one of the most cleanest drivers because you could have pinched me going in the corner like most guys would have. I would have done it to you.
I could see you in the mirror.
Yeah. So on the last lap before your engine blew, we were drag racing down the backstretch. We went into turn 3 together. We came off turn 4 together. And man, I was having such a freaking blast. And all of a sudden I hear boom. And then your car shut off and you disappear. Now I've never in my life wanted something to blow up. Never. But when you blew up, I was like, God damn, I get a break now, man. This guy just wore me to death. But I didn't want you to blow up. I had fun racing you, man. I really did. I had a blast doing it. And sorry it happened the way it did, because I think, wasn't that the white flag?
Yeah, we had 2 to go. It was the 2 to go.
Was it?
Yeah, which really sucks. I mean, I've never won a race at Lorraine in a straight stock. I've only won in 19 years of racing. I've won 1 race at Lorraine, and that was like 2013 in a neon, and or 11, I think it might have been. So it would have been cool. Transfer to the A main off the heat win. You know, like I was all like,
you do know that
we
motor
had one hell of a race going, and that the crappy part on that was, you know, for the last 3 years, the Mustang, I sold it for him to get into racing so I could afford for him to race. And so I've always put my money into him, and I always took the little. So last year, we're like, cool, we got him going. I'm going to build myself a motor.
Yeah.
And, you know, had heads built by Francis, bought this lower end.
So that motor was a built motor?
It was, the lower end was something off marketplace.
Okay.
But, you know, this guy told me it was this. And,
yeah.
And it was.
Do you know if that motor wouldn't have blown, you would have beat me? You know that because you were out drag racing me down the
I've
straight.
seen the video, and I was holding you guys pretty well. And
so when that motor blew, correct me if I'm wrong. Did you spend all night running back and forth to get engine parts?
I honestly,
that was you, wasn't it?
Yeah. Turned around and went back to East Lake. Me and my buddy Robbie. I was like, all right, screw it, we're done.
Yeah.
And then Robbie's like, all right, well, I'm gonna head home. Mike Davis and Vinny both went over there, and they're like, oh, this ain't that bad. We can get this changed. You know, don't you have another motor? And I was like, yeah, sitting in the back of the garage, my little 305 that Kodak called it. And Robbie's like, well, I'm going to go home. I'm like, you know what? Screw it. Give me a ride home. Mind you, this is the first time I had ever used my RV to pull my enclosed to the racetrack.
Yeah.
Because it was, you know, my weekend. Because normally I would not race, so he could have his thing. And I was like, this is my one weekend. I actually get it. That was my first ever trident race in the Mustang.
But right after that, when it blew, I see you in the pits. You said you were done. You looked at me, I'm done racing. I'm not. I mean, you were beat down. I could see it in your face. And I tried to cheer you up a little bit.
Like, I mean, to some people, it's nothing. It's a piss. But to me, $5,000, I just watched it go up in smoke.
Yeah.
You know, and I didn't have $5,000 to replace that motor. I didn't have this to replace that motor.
So I seen you like literally right afterwards. You were kind of beat down about it. So from that time, when did you decide you were going back to Painesville to get a motor or East Lake?
Probably within that hour.
Was it? We're racers, man. We can't just let it go.
I literally did. Robbie's like, I'll help you load it, everything.
Mike was sitting there like, we could change this.
Yeah,
you guys leave. We can go.
And Vinny, I got a picture of Vinny standing over top the motor and everything, and they went to town and just started tearing
you got
apart.
a good kid, right? But you know, kids nowadays won't do that. Mike Davis and his kids, you know, you raised this kid right. You know,
Mike, they're awesome.
A lot of kids nowadays won't do that.
Family.
You know, when we raced back in our day with the Rowans and Gentry and all those Comptons and all that, we would change motors up with a tree. We'd put a chain around a tree and just come along the motor out.
2 years ago or a year ago, I watched Josh Way and his crew use a board to pick the motor up out of their car at Lorraine.
Yeah.
You know, my first cavalcade in a trophy stock at Lorraine, we blew the motor up. Tom Oldenburg had a figure 8 car, and we went back that night. So that was not even my first time changing the motor in the pits at Lorraine. Like it sucked.
But to have him doing that, isn't that pretty cool though? To have your kid, you're leaving and knowing that your kid.
I mean, last year, Hansels cavalcade, we changed one right there in the pits for him in the grass. We went back home, got cherry picker.
Me and Mike sitting there again.
Wow.
Yeah. And then
Zembauer has a question for the both of you that you guys need to answer. You go first. Who's the cleanest driver in your opinion?
Cleanest? I'd either probably have to say Zach.
Zach.
I mean, he'll race
That's a
you
fair.
how,
That's a fair.
he'll race you how you race him.
Yeah, that's
I mean,
a fair
if you're
statement.
Clean, he'll be clean. But
So
if
when
you
we
give
had
him
this-
the bump, he'll give you one.
When we had the street stocks against the compacts, I wasn't nice to Zach. I tried taking his ass out before the checker flag because I knew when the green come out, or I might say when the green came out. Once the green came out, he was gone.
Yeah.
So I was trying to get him sideways. So when the green came out, I could just shoot around him, and it didn't happen. That green come out, and he took off like a rocket
He's
ship.
fake, he's
Yeah.
fake.
Or-
Who do you think's the
Mark
cleanest
has always
driver?
been a clean driver. Honestly, man, we had our moments back in the day, but Bill Rabbits has always treated me great. And we had our moments when I first started racing.
Yeah.
He spun me out, I spun him out, and then we shook hands. And that was it. And we, especially with compact, we raced against each other for so many years. Going from compacts to trophy stocks. When I first ever learned how to drive a trophy stock, racing against him, he's always ran me good.
Yeah,
You know,
and he's such a good guy too, man.
Yes, he's awesome.
If you break and need something, Bill's that guy that would will get it for you.
The last night of racing, my first ever year in trophy stocks, the transmission went out. His whole crew was over there helping, and then something else happened, and Bill got out of his. That was when he had the truck, El Camino, truck body, and he literally let me drive his car for the night so I could beat Chris Law in the point standings. So, it's always been he's been a solid dude.
And I'm glad we're talking about that.
One of the hardest people to race against.
He really is, man. He ain't letting you buy him. You're not just getting around Bill.
And Chris Law. Me and him we've had a couple moments on the track where we've got into it with each other. But, when we put them helmets on, we're buddies off the track, put them helmets on, we hate each other.
That's the way it's supposed to be, though. That's the way it's supposed to be.
One of the hardest racers I have ever ran against. But we ran trophy stock with 3 cars.
Yeah.
And me and him put on one of the best shows of the night. Just wheeling our asses.
Yeah.
And
I would like to see Paynesville this year.
Zach Myers, I've done it against him.
I would like to see Paynesville this year, the drivers help each other more this year, because it's gone away a little bit. So when I go to Barberton or I go to Midvale, you see drivers back there helping each other. Like Lucius is and Kleikendall, they all hang out together. But you also have other guys, if they need help, you see everybody in the pits helping. It used to be like that at Paynesville.
Sandusky was like that.
Yeah, Sandusky is like and I'm gonna say it. Sandusky Speedway has the nicest drivers. They literally.
You could call that place a crap hole all they wanted, but that was by far one of the best places. That was Vinny's favorite track to go racing. It didn't matter when we showed up; people helped.
And it drives me nuts that
Paynesville did have that back in the day.
We need that back. They need it back.
Sandusky is just nice people.
Well, I wouldn't say all that.
My
Anybody
first
that came from
experience at
Sandusky
Sandusky
is
it was a good one.
It?
We showed up and the
Literally,
Oldenburg and
I had
the Oliver team were in there.
13 teeth
Working on the
pulled that morning.
What the hell?
And that afternoon, at his first time ever going to Sandusky Speedway, there was people there wouldn't even let me drop the gate of my own trailer to get his car out.
Oh.
Like, and they were all over there changing suspension on his car, doing this. Like, no, Dominic, you need to go sit in the RV with my,
Yeah.
like Tom Oldenburg.
Yeah.
And his wife had like soup. Like, no, you're gonna go
Yeah.
sit over there. And I will, like, for me, that was very rough not to be working on his car.
Yeah.
But everybody took care of him all weekend because
Yeah.
they knew, like, I mean, I had stitches, I had this, I'm dripping blood from
Yeah,
my
yeah.
mouth, you know.
Brand new Hey Dudes.
Brand new Hey Dudes.
Oh,
I
yeah.
got yelled at for dripping blood on them.
You know, but it goes to there was a night that I was having a bad night. Chase
I was just gonna mention
Chase
that.
Wiggin was having a bad night. We just couldn't get our cars dialed in. And Matt Marlowe and Kevin J. Cox Jr. came over and started helping us. They don't have to do that. But at Sandusky, for some reason, and Matt Marlowe's always been a nice guy. He's a class act. He's always been that guy.
Was that when you got hooked to the other car?
I don't want to talk about that.
We'll post pictures of that.
Yeah, but I see that more at Sandusky than anywhere else. But I did see it at Barberton, and I did see it at Midvale.
Well, I will say, Lorraine, when you had that, what was that issue where everybody helped you?
The distributor came apart.
Yeah, and like you had everybody over there helping you. So
The distributor blew apart.
that
Like,
was-
how does that even happen? You know, distributor blew apart. But
that was nice. to see.
your mom said, I helped my dad, Chuck Rowan, change numerous motors using the tree and straightening the frame using the same tree and a tow truck pulling the other way. I mean, that's the way we used to do it, man.
Mhm.
That's the way we got things done back in the day. But I really think you got a great kid here, man. And he's where do you want to go with racing? Do you just want to be a local racer and have fun? And
I mean, wherever it takes me, I don't have like a set goal,
yeah,
but like I love the race. I mean, if I have a good opportunity, I'd love to take it.
how supportive is your girlfriend for all this?
She shows up to all the races that she can.
She loves it.
Aw,
That's
great.
pretty good. You know, that's a huge part of that, right?
Yeah.
And your dad will tell you, if you don't have someone supporting you like that, it makes it even rougher on race day.
It does.
You know, so and we've been
April
through
makes
that.
it-
So
April makes our life tremendously better with how much she helps, from packing the trailer, just little things. Make sure we got batteries for our radios. Make sure, the radios are on, to drinks, like puts a sign on the fridge so that, these are vintage drinks, because he's particular, can't drink anything.
you just
but
got to have straight water, huh?
He will not drink
It's gotta be
straight
flavored.
water, like
Oh, it has to be flavored.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
like-
why you didn't want my water. Okay.
everything.
I Crystal Light.
I'm
packets
focused
for
on the
lemonade.
cars and him, and she's focused on everything else. I'll tell you right now, there's nobody in here that straps him into a race car but her.
Oh.
That's pretty
I'm
cool.
not even allowed to
That's
strap him
awesome.
into a race car. Like, I watched my buddy Robbie go to strap him in last year because she had the dog at the track, and she literally sucker punched him.
Wow.
It was pretty funny.
So
But-
when's your girlfriend going to take over those duties?
Never.
Because you know what's going to happen now after the show tonight.
Now
She's
when
gonna-
April's around.
She's going to be like,
Yeah, that one
we
April's
need to
around.
sit and talk. We need to sit and talk. I need to buckle
Yeah.
you in. And then your girlfriend and April will be fighting in the pits. It'll be a whole thing, man.
I ain't gonna like-
What is your favorite racing movie? Do you have a favorite movie that you like?
I'd probably say Days of Thunder.
Days of Thunder.
Yeah, I'll
Good
sit there,
choice, man.
cavalcade, watch it like when
Yeah,
I'm
that was
getting
his
ready to go
first
to bed.
experience watching it.
Good
Yeah,
choice.
In the
yeah.
RV.
Yeah,
How cool is that movie, though, man?
it's a great movie.
You know, what's your favorite racing movie?
I'd have to say rank that right up there. I mean, I love me some Ricky Bobby though,
Say
because
Talladega
Yeah,
Nights.
yeah, yeah.
That was the hard choice.
you got to shake it before you bake it.
Days of Thunder. You got a favorite part?
Oh,
And don't
Not
don't
really.
say the rental cars, because I know that's what you're going to say. Is everybody says the rental cars. Is that your favorite part?
probably when
Nah,
I don't really have like a favorite part though.
it's when he's eating the popsicles
Oh
or
my.
the fudge pop, man.
Yeah.
You
And then
can't
it
come
comes
in right
back.
now. We're having ice cream.
Because I remember, see, this tells you my bad luck, man. There was the one night at Lorraine, we had a like 50 or 75 lap race, and I ain't even gonna lie, I was out there sucking it up. I was running last. We had a caution. I literally pulled off the track to come in and get a popsicle and go back out on the track.
Wow.
I mean, we're under caution. I'm
Yeah.
running last. What the hell?
What are they gonna do? Throw you
I
out?
might as well
Oh yeah.
come in here and get a
The freezer
popsicle and go back on
always
the
has popsicles in it.
Does it really? I'll
All the
remember
time.
that this summer.
As long
Of course-
as everything closed.
Put your water
I keep
down.
getting yelled at for hitting the
You
table.
both are like playing with your waters. It's like a nervous habit.
Did we just get
No,
yelled
I'm
at?
not yelling at you. I'm yelling at him.
Yeah, you get in trouble. Not me.
That's bull crap.
I'm not yelling at you.
So, with your girlfriend coming to the track and all that stuff, I mean, a lot of guys get nervous that their girlfriend's there and stuff. Does that add to the excitement though? You're like, hey, baby, I just won. I just won this heat race.
Doesn't add extra nervousness. It's more of a. I mean, it's always nice to like get out the car and know that she's there
Yeah.
all the time.
Now, since you've been working out the gym, you're going to get out and go, hey, baby, I just won a heat race.
Maybe
You want to kiss
You
these
might catch it.
firearms? You want to get them?
Jerry, I think yours were drooping.
I know.
Please don't do that.
That's why I hit it with the shirt.
Right.
And the reason why I'm saying with girlfriends and stuff like that, especially at your age, focus to win. You already know you have that blood. You're a Cicconetti, dude. You're born to do this.
With the Rowan blood makes.
With the Rowan blood, kind of like it makes it a little rough. You're going to be a little bit aggressive. You can't get rid of that, but just have fun, man. Enjoy the season. We'll have you in here about midsummer to see how everything's going. But if we could go back to his age, what would you tell a younger Dom? What would you say to Dominic at his age right now if you could see it?
I don't even know. I didn't even start racing until I was 22. That's why my number is 22. I said, so when I got old in dementia or something along that, if I could remember my race car number, I know how old I was.
Being in a nursing home going, I think 22.
Oh my God. I really think that was wrong.
April did say popsicles are
Popsicles are
freezing now.
Yeah, there's usually always
So-
popsicles in you.
As a dad, not as a dad. I want you to take the dad aspect out of it for a minute. Think back when you were his age. What would you tell him right now? What's one piece of advice that you could tell him that you want him to stick with?
I'd say put your head down and focus.
It's good advice, man. It's hard when you're young, but you got a million things going
I
on.
was that
And-
kid that struggled in school and everything. And, just bear with it and get through it.
School's tough, man, especially during racing
I
season.
fight with him constantly.
Okay, so you cannot get in trouble for this next question I'm going to ask you. You cannot look at me. You're not going to get in trouble for what you say. I promise you. Okay.
All right.
What's one thing you've always wanted to say to your dad? You can say now. I don't care what it is. Listen, he's
Exempt.
exempt for anything, right? What's one thing you want to say to your dad? It could be good. It could be whatever. What's one thing you want to say to your dad that you've always wanted to tell him? Bitch, stay out my business, Dad.
It might be about the line. Hold the line better. Do it. Especially like Lorraine.
Yeah.
I was sitting there telling him about his line. I was like, you
I
know,
saw.
that pinch down at the grass, you can really like arc that turn.
Yeah.
You can really diamond it.
Now, see, most kids would have said, when I get older and you're in a nursing home, I'm going to kick your ass, Dad. Not him. He was like, Dad, come on, follow the line, man. That's a good kid, man.
Yeah, you're kind of sucking right now. You got to fix the line a little bit.
It's really
No,
honest.
We did have an honest talk with that. And I don't know.
I mean, he's trying to argue with me saying that I was wrong, but
Yeah.
I was right.
But you know what? Honestly, it's not that rare to have a great relationship like you two have. You know,
There's
Scott,
going to be a lot of smack talking this year.
it needs to
Especially
be.
the two of us
Dude, you
racing.
need to record some of that. Like turn the camera on in the car.
Usually,
I've never run GoPros. I
Um,
only have ran
so
like,
every
maybe
time we went to
twice.
Lorraine, he would out-qualify me. When I was in the Mustang and he's in his compact, he's out-qualifying me. That's just the way it works. And then, last year we had some nights where we were going to be running. I was running street stock. He was running compacts at Painesville. And he's like, I'm still going to out-qualify you. Ride
You
home,
with
we'd
the
be
one
staffed, stop at traffic lights
Yeah.
around. I go, I out-qualified you tonight.
I mean, honestly, if my kid did it to me, I would never live it down. I would never.
Painesville's Cavalcade, he won the feature.
Uh-huh.
I won the dash. It was great. I get out of the car, and this is black and orange car. Obviously, that car's got a ton of wind stickers on it. And I'm sitting there with that sticker. I'm going up and down. I go, yeah, look at this. Look, look. The only dash win ever on this car came from me.
The
How about
fastest.
that?
I mean,
You know, he's never won a dash.
Yeah, I mean, like I put down second fast this time.
I've never won a feature at a cavalcade.
Something happened.
Ever.
I won
And he's won like 5.
damn, man. So
I feel like we have some news like in this feed. Like Sean Zembauer said, Josh B and I have a little something cooking in the shop.
let's do it.
Because Josh said, make sure to be at the track this year. I feel like this is like a little teaser.
Honestly, someone said Josh B should be racing at Painesville this year. He should be. But the problem is, if I said, Josh, Kevin Myers has this Malibu you could buy off him cheap and go race it, Josh wouldn't do it. You know why? Because Josh has to have the best of everything. The brand new bolt over the rear end has to be brand spanking new. It has to be polished.
Ooh.
Everything that the tie rod ends have to be from Japan where they have special grade metal. He just can't just build a car.
Josh said, Jerry, check your phone.
Uh-oh. Let me check
Okay.
my phone.
So while he's doing that, Tom Zabukovic said, ask Dom if he still has that picture I gave him.
I do. I still have that photo. I made a shelf down in the basement.
He's full of crap. He ain't built no car.
What?
And that
Let him answer
photo, you also made me another photo for Vinny. And those photos are on that shelf together. And
That's pretty
part of our
cool.
memory. Like I have my grandfather's cowboy hat hanging up down there with like our racing memorabilia type thing. The first night my grandpa got inducted in the Hall of Fame. I
Yeah.
put his cowboy hat in my car and it got junked.
Ah,
Grandpa was definitely riding with me that night.
damn.
No, because he tore shit too.
Well, Josh is trying to convince us that he's coming racing. He sent me a picture of a race car and he's coming.
He just commented Street Stock.
I don't believe it. I do not believe it.
Oh
We
yeah,
need some more details.
Josh, listen, bro.
I wouldn't doubt it. I've seen him pull some
and then
crazy
Brittany's
things.
commented too. She's
Hold on.
Hey Josh, I still have the seat that was in your street stock.
I mean, are you allowed to show that picture?
Josh, I don't want to show what you're building because I want it to be a surprise because I just don't believe it because this guy will not. He will not. I mean, how long you know Josh? A long time, right?
That's my cousin.
So does he build junk?
No.
Everything his got to be like special grade polished bolts. I mean, poor little Asian kid's in his shop right now going, I want to just go home. And he's got him shaving up.
Honestly, the
bumping
first
bolts.
person I ever hit back in 07 in the intersection was Josh B.
And Josh B to me,
That's something I'll never forget.
he is
And
the
it
most
wasn't on purpose.
down. Go ahead, Don.
That was
When was
definitely
it?
a hard race.
When was it?
07. I knocked him out.
Did you really?
Yeah. I mean, it was like a few seconds, but yeah.
I didn't mean to keep talking over you. It's Josh.
No,
This is what
I
Jerry
love
does.
him.
Jerry-
He's a good dude.
So he is a class act. I mean, if he's the guy when you say, is there anybody at the track that would give you the shirt off his back? It's Josh B.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you, so I'm going to tell it, but understand this is not Josh B all the time because I don't want people walking up to Josh B expecting something. But I was at Longhorn. We were walking in and I told Laura, shh, because he's walking out with his woman. And I don't know if that his wife or
her name is Brittany.
Brittany, but I don't think they're married yet.
I
or
don't know.
something.
Her Facebook name says Brittany B.
So then they're
Let's
married.
say
So I don't know. I didn't get invited to the wedding, so that sucks.
Oh.
But I'm walking in and I said, hey man, you buy me dinner? He handed me gift cards and walked out. Wouldn't let me give them back to him.
Yeah, you kind of took it out of his hand.
I didn't take it out of his
and then
hand.
he's like, no, you're keeping it. You tried to give it back and he wouldn't accept it.
But that's Josh B. That's who he is, Dominic. He is that guy. But I don't want everybody seeing Josh B now going, hey man, where's my Longhorn gift card?
He's not ignoring you.
Brittany, honestly, you wouldn't lie to me. Is he building a car to come street stock racing with us? So let's see
While we're waiting, may I do some news real quick?
Yes. So we got to go to,
This is not like a princess pit stop because I'm nobody like that, but we're going to do a quick rundown real quick. Just to recap, the Ohio Wheelman Series was at the M40 Speedway this past weekend, which Jerry did not make it because he was sick.
Still second.
And congratulations to Tyler Hufford, number 5. He was your winner. Jeff Kuykendall was second. Chris Hamilton was third. So great job, guys. This coming weekend at Toledo Speedway, this is going to be a pretty big event. Saturday, April 18th, they have the CRA Pro Series that's coming. Also, the Outlaw Super Modifieds. So we have a lot of friends racing in that. Super Modifieds is always a great show. Also, Late Model Sportsman Series and Factory Stock Series. So I know that there is predicted rain. I hate to say that word. So I guess there is a rain date for Sunday. So just kind of stay tuned for that. And also, Painesville Speedway did post that practice for tomorrow. It's a little shaky as far as the weather is concerned. So just kind of keep an eye out on their Facebook page. If there is any rain, they're going to cancel, and they're going to maybe do practice on Friday, it looks like. They'll add practice, and then for sure on Saturday. So just kind of keep an eye on there. They're pretty good with keeping that updated. And if those of you that follow our Facebook saw today, we are doing a contest for this weekend for 2 free pit passes for Painesville Speedway's opening night. So tomorrow starts the 10-day countdown. So every day on our Facebook at, I think I said 9 a.m. or 10 a.m. I'll have to look and see what I posted. We're going to put a photo challenge up there. It'll be like post a picture of this, post a picture of that, just to get everybody kind of excited. If you participate in that post, for each post that you participate in, you will get a name in the drawing. So 10 days, if you do 10 times, you'll get your name in there 10 times. And Saturday morning, race day, April 25th, we will draw a name, and that person will receive 2 free pit passes courtesy of Jerry Patrick Media. So just kind of keep an eye out for, and by chance, if you cannot make it,
say free.
I did.
Don't.
I didn't clear this with this one, but we are going to pay for your pit pass. And by chance,
Oh my God.
by chance, if you you can't make open day, then we will accommodate you for the following whenever you can go. But just know the 2 pit passes will be on us. So that is the end of my update. So continue on.
Hey, thanks for throwing my money around like it's nothing. Okay, cool.
Your money,
Cool.
bitch. Oh,
Just take my money, everybody.
I don't think you want to start.
I don't have any money, so just go ahead and take my money.
Okay, I've fallen behind here on comments.
So,
Let me get up here.
one of the things too we
Oh,
want
no, I'm too fat for that, Zach.
Oh, let's hear what Zach had to say.
Push-up contest.
Push-up contest.
Him and Benny did a push-up contest the one time.
Who won?
Well, it wasn't a contest. It was at the fair. We were doing it for the Army.
Oh, you were?
Like the prize, yeah.
Yeah, I'm
So
too fat for all that.
Yeah. Listen, I'm so freaking fat now. If I had a hot dog contest, I get exhausted trying to unwrap the hot dogs. No push-up contest, definitely not. Josh and Sean teamed up together, building something pretty badass. All right. It looks, I mean, if that's what they're building, it looks really, really good. You want to see it?
I want to see.
It's pretty cool. I don't want to show everybody else because I don't want to get people upset.
Secrets don't make friends.
Can't show everybody.
That's bullshit.
That's sweet.
It looks, by looking at it,
That is.
it looks like a 1984 Ford Pinto. That's what it looks like. I don't know where.
I'm keeping throwing comments up, so just keep.
Kia Soul.
Kia Soul. I can see Josh being a Kia Soul. Lori, are you still on the air? Goes adept. I'm dying of the flu here, man. And I'm struggling to make it through this 2 hours.
Hey, we got it.
Hey, you guys wake up tomorrow sick. I am so sorry. I am so sorry.
Good thing I got PTO.
Saturday I lost like my voice, so
That's what I'm just getting mine
coming
back. I'm just getting mine back now.
I think you owe Zach $20.
me?
Oh, what's he got? Let me see the shoe.
Oh,
Slides.
Yep.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
Kid lives in them.
And somebody else said and sweatpants.
yeah.
Yep.
Man, they are.
Thanks.
Zembauer said they are racing. Him and Josh are getting this is a real deal.
Wow.
That's
The
crazy.
itch never dies, man.
But-
you always get back in races.
So something before we go off the air in about 10 minutes, something else I wanted to talk about a little bit. Laura and I got some messages that we don't get on Midvale drivers or Barberton drivers. We have reached out to a couple of Midvale drivers with no response, and we reached out to a couple Barberton drivers with no response. I don't know if we're just not cool enough for them, but you guys are more than welcome to come on. I have nothing but positive things to say about the folks over at Midvale. The owners are awesome.
We are an equal opportunity podcast.
And I think what's happening, the people that were reaching out to us, they want to be on the show.
Yeah.
But we can't chase everybody. If you want to be on the show and you're at Midvale or Barberton, send Laura a message. Laura checks all the messages, all the posts you see during the week, the 50 questions a day, all that stuff is from Laura. So when you wake up and your feed is filled of questions, it's Laura.
Questions or reels?
I think we need to nominate John and Justin to get on here next as the next father and son on here.
Who?
John and Justin.
I'll bring them on.
Yeah.
I'd love to have John on here. You know, Justin and I, we have great
I know
conversations.
you have this at a 2-hour show, but you better switch it to 4.
I know what I'm going to do.
Last week was almost 3.
I
Last
love
week
it.
was
Yeah,
3.
John is so great to talk
John will
to.
be my best friend.
Not saying that Justin's not, but Justin and I have great conversations. But John and I, we talk about so much, man. And I know one button to push with politics, and listen. I say it,
Don't.
I can walk away, and he's still talking when I get back, dude. He's so damn upset with me.
Yeah.
Well, and just to touch on, we have an upcoming next Tuesday. It's actually, we're going to have 2, well, hopefully 2. We at least have 1 driver, possibly 2, that are dirt racers.
Dirt racers.
So we
And a local driver, Nash.
Gerke.
Yes. So you know
I've known
Nash?
him. Yes. I went to school with his mother. And then, so I did a lot with Thompson's go-kart track.
Okay.
And that's how I used to fund my racing is I'd go be the guy in the corner pushing the carts out. So I've watched Nash since he was in the kid carts.
Wow.
And then I went to Flagman, and then I went to the race director out there.
Yeah.
And
He's such a talent, huh?
Yeah, he's a wheel. Like, it's like watching Vinny coming up. And
Yeah.
he was just a wheel in the kid carts and then moving up.
And he's
And
just
then
like him.
going to,
He's
like,
just like
those
your son.
dwarf
He's
cars.
calm.
And then the mods. And yeah.
I think he's in a 410 sprint now, isn't he?
No, he's in a. Well,
Yeah, no,
he's
he's
a
in-
4-time. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're
He's
right.
in a sprint.
He is a
Yeah.
So we plan on doing dirt racing on Tuesday. We plan on doing a special Thursday show with some Paynesville guys on it, and
Yeah.
then Friday might be your morning show from 6 to 9.
I had a bunch of people want me to do a show in the morning, and they're actually paying
I'm
me
at
to
work
do
at
it.
6 a.m.
They want me to go on from 6 to 9 because they know I go to bed at 5 in the morning. But they're paying me a nice amount of money to just to do, and they're doing it just to spite me because they know I don't want to do it. But from that Friday, from 6 to 9, will be Doug Cantley and I on the air talking about fun stuff, playing music. We got special permission to play people's music that we're on there. But man, 6 to 9.
Unfortunately, I'll have to watch it later in the day because I work for Lincoln Electric now.
Yeah, you can't go in there with that stuff.
No, I am no phones. You know,
Yeah.
watches are great.
Rick Dragon said, what do you think about Mansfield coming back? I'm excited for Mansfield coming back. I did talk to the owner, Matt Tiff. What was it? Like right when he bought the track?
It was like a couple weeks after he bought it.
Yeah, I talked to him a little bit, and I think he's going in the right direction.
It looks nice.
He put a lot of money into the place.
They
It
showed a
looks
picture
quite
of the
sweet.
lights and
Yeah.
Ain't nothing like rolling in a Mansfield Speedway. The one time I raced there, and my escort and me and Kelly Horse showed up in our compacts, and I worked at the trailer shop at Bruce Transporters.
Yeah.
And Bruce, my supervisor, was his truck driver. Bruce let us take his personal semi down there.
Get out of
And-
here.
My compact would not fit in the top of his semi with the Bassett wheels on it. I had to go to the junkyard to get 4 donut tires, put it on there. Ain't nothing like pushing your compact out and everybody's staring at you.
At a compact car coming out of a Bruce trailer.
Yeah. And
Is he even still around anymore? Does anybody know?
I think so. I think he does live wood stuff or something.
Does he
that.
really?
But yeah.
like we just mentioned.
That was
today.
fun.
Yeah.
And it's one of the funnest places I've raced.
That place was amazing, man. It was so amazing.
Time, that's
The racing there was so fun to
To
watch.
say you race there, I ran Erie, Painesville, Mansfield, Midvale, Sandusky, Barberton, Lorraine. I have never done Flat Rock, and that's why it's on the.
Yeah.
I figure I have about a year, maybe 2 left before I want to kind of hang it up a little bit.
And get
then-
his street stock
He
going.
said that 2 years ago.
He ain't gonna hang it up. We can't.
And they said the year
I
after.
said that last year, and that's what this year is all about. I said this: if you go by the years, this is technically like year 20
You
of
wanted
me
to end on year
racing.
15, but you
Wow.
see where we're at now.
Yeah, well, I sold it so you could get to racing
It's
too.
it's the hardest
But
thing to give up. You know that, right?
I said I wanted to race. That's why I tried to get him into a street stock. I said I wanted one more solid year because I also don't know what he's going to do next year. He'll be graduating, so what he does after that is on him. Like
Him and his girlfriend are going to take off, live in West Virginia mountains, have about
whatever,
8 kids.
more power to him.
Have you sent them
I
checks
moved
every
out
Friday?
the day I graduated. So.
Have you sent them checks every Friday so they can eat?
No, that's not going to happen.
Josh B says you are never hanging it up.
You just can't. You just can't. It's it's hard, man.
It really is hard. I mean, hell, we have 4 cars and a spare shell, all Cavaliers.
You know when you should give it up? When you beat him in a feature.
That's coming.
That's when you should give it up. You should get in victory lane, say, I had 1 goal. Look at him. He said, I had 1 goal to beat my kid. I beat him tonight. I can
finished
retire.
second
Maybe if I
to him last
blow
year.
up, don't finish the race or something.
Oh,
Yeah, okay.
That's the only time it's happening.
I don't know. Nobody commented on your on the Facebook post, but it says you bought a trailer today, but nobody guessed what kind of trailer you bought.
it was not a hot dog trailer.
No
What?
hot dog?
It was not a hot dog trailer. It was a Pop Tart trailer.
All right.
I bought a trailer today. Durst is selling all of his stuff, so I bought his racing trailer. And the reason why I wanted people to know I bought a trailer today because everybody's telling me Durst ain't giving it up, but I think he gave it up. I think he finally had enough
He's a good dude.
and walked away from it. So
His race car is still posted for sale.
his race car is still for sale and it's top notch equipment.
Oh, it is.
So if you have
100%.
anybody has 15 grand and wants to buy a top notch car, it comes with a motor, it comes with everything.
It just doesn't come with a trailer.
Get your own trailer, bitches. But
I mean, I got a 28-foot enclosed. Just saying.
I seen your trailer. I look like a broke pulling up in my trailer.
It's sitting in a storage unit, and it'll be sitting there all summer because I won't be using it.
How do you let your dad talk like that, man?
Well,
We
I'm
were using the
racing
double
against
trailer.
him.
We
I got a
double
whoop
trailer.
on him this year, so we'll be using the 40-foot open trailer.
Dude, what happens if you
all
do race
summer.
your dad in a feature this year and he does beat you? How pissed are you going to be?
Oh, there's going to be smack
Oh, yeah.
talking on the way home.
Dude, don't even go
Tell you
home
that.
with him. If he does the same, I'm spending
I'm
it at
going to the
grandma's.
trailer.
I'm going to grandma's house that night and shut your phone off because he's going to be calling you.
Oh, it'll happen when we get on the track. It'll
As soon as we get off the track, it's happening.
See, what's your favorite Painesville Speedway moment? Of all the years you went there, what is your favorite? I'm going to ask you the same question, but what is your favorite moment at Painesville Speedway?
I've done almost everything you can think there. But my favorite moment was, there's a photo to go with it, was hugging him in Victory Lane when he won his first feature. And that's my proudest moment.
Yeah.
is watching my kid.
Especially as a dad, dude. That's so cool,
like,
man.
I don't care what my accomplishments are. I want to be known for being a great father.
Yeah.
And that's it.
He's pretty good, cool dad, right?
Oh, for sure.
Most dads don't do half the stuff that he'll do. Think about all your friends. What'd you do with your dad last night? Oh, we went to Painesville Speedway, won a feature. What'd you guys do? Sat at home, watched TV with my dad. I mean, what kind of life is that? That's the life you want, right?
Okay.
Who wants to sit at home and
Be able to be in the garage all the time.
yeah.
Yeah, it's like kind of sucks. You got to sit there and work all the time on the cars, but it's also a nice thing.
Listen,
But-
10 years from now, when you're doing all this stuff, 20 years from now, when you have kids and a family, you can go, my dad taught me how to do what I'm doing, and I'm going to teach you, my kids, on what I'm doing. He's like,
I
Dad,
learned it-
he's like, are we
I
talking about
learned it
kids?
from my uncles and my
Yeah.
grandpa. And if this kid started out 4 years ago changing oil and taking an air breather off it,
Yeah.
But you know what? Honestly,
and now I could, like last summer when he was home, I literally was like, "Hey, get this motor ready. When I get home, we're gonna yank it." And I literally,
We went from
He-
being like pulled it off the trailer to he came home and just had to hook the cherry picker.
the only thing I would
That's
make
great.
him do was the night before was get it on jack stands, because I want to make sure the car's secure. That's
Yeah.
just the dad and me.
yeah,
that
it's
I'm
the
not,
right thing to do,
you know.
man.
And yeah, I'd come home and literally be able to hook the cherry picker to it and yank the motor out.
That's pretty cool.
And now we're
And, in a group
building
of
his-
people you hung around with, family wise that raced there back in the day. I mean, you learned a lot from a lot of those guys too, man. Like
I
those
did.
guys, and you guys all were in a group, so it always, if something
I am
happened,
grateful for the knowledge. Like Fred McCord was always to help me. The Atwells, Bill Rabbits, Bo Hayes, Aaron Van Halen,
Yeah.
like all those guys. Then just to be able to pass some of that,
Yeah.
like, is pretty cool. And to
well,
race against him this year, I know I got rid of my Mustang, and going back compact racing.
so listen,
but
you know there's going to be some stuff you ain't going to see your dad doing his car. He can sit here and lie all he wants. You're going to be at school. Because don't you get off early or something?
we get home right now. He gets home before I do, technically. So, yeah.
I'm at my mom's or something.
Yeah, you know
Yeah,
he
yeah.
just ain't going to let it go. You know there's going to be some things you ain't going to know he's doing
No,
to
I
that
mean,
car.
this kid already, we put a 2422 motor in his car for this year, and I was going to put a good old 22 in my car with less cams, everything. And next week we're switching the motors around because he wants the smaller motor. He also wants the weight brake that comes with that smaller
I know,
Yeah, at
but
least
you
for
Something about
understand
dad
though.
being fat
What do you-
and as
I was like,
naturally
well,
has
Dude, if
that
he beat
extra
you, how
80
mad you
pounds
going to
on
be
him.
now? Because you switched to motors.
Yeah, but then you go to his blue car and he's
Which
going to
is-
have a better motor
Yeah.
than that. You know,
Think some of your sponsors. Talk about them. My dad.
Yeah.
his,
I mean,
his,
I
one
was
of
my
his,
dad.
his first ever race car right on the fender was Bank of Dad.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny.
I mean,
April
like,
made him.
Who's helped you though? Let's talk about the people who've helped you over the last couple of years.
I mean, my dad, April, my grandma a lot. Somebody who doesn't get talked about very much, but like my aunt, she does like a background little sponsor for us. Well, it's not little, but she helps out a lot.
She pays his entry every single week.
Oh wow,
To the racetrack.
that's pretty cool. Did she pay yours?
No.
Damn, dude, you got to start
I
winning.
love my auntie, but yeah.
She just wrote and said because he doesn't win. No, she did. She did.
I mean, the
let me write
Rossies,
this.
they help a lot. I mean,
Write it
I
down.
had a lot of help from Zach. I mean, all the friends. Mikey came over. He had helped us get cars ready. We helped him get his car ready. I mean,
LEA.
LEA, Arcaros.
R&Z came on board for the first time this year.
That's
with us.
awesome. That dude's so amazing, and I
He
do need to.
helps so many
Great
people.
And I do want to say that before we go, you know, Richie over at R&Z, his son Zach passed away, but he has helped so many racers. So my car gets done because I was going to go racing, and I was going to call to have my car wrapped. Well, I don't want to say his name, but he's been screwing me since December, screwing me around, texting him, can't get an answer, can't get nothing. So a couple people see me getting pissed. So I take the screw-in that they gave me, and I'll never use them again. And I'm not, when I see them, it ain't going to be good either. But Richie overhears that, and Richie goes, "I'll get it handled." I'm like, "Man, I don't want you paying for my body to be wrapped up." And I get there the next day, have my car lettered. DW came out and lettered my car. I said, "Richie, how much owe you?"
And he said nothing.
Nothing.
It's taken care of.
Nothing. He goes, "You've helped in racing. We've helped in racing."
People can talk all the smack they want on him. Josh Way was one of the nicest people when I built my Mustang.
Yeah.
I took it there literally just to have a windshield put in.
Yeah.
That guy bought us all Longhorns that night.
Ooh.
Everyone that was
Wow.
there. And he's the one that lettered my Mustang. And he didn't charge me a penny.
See,
And
you see, the help is still there. People want to help. And Josh Wade, you know, he gets a bad rap sometimes because of his temper, but sometimes it's warranted. He needs to let off steam, man. But look how many people he's helped, like yourself, you know. But Richie doing that out of, you know, Richie don't want to race no more. With his son gone,
right.
he just doesn't have that fire.
I reached out to him because we had some sponsors come on board this year and then some back out. And I was lacking some little bit of funds basically to finish our cars. Oh, Bo Hayes is helping us out. We lost our painter. He's helping us. I needed something to be able to get like graphics done for the cars.
Yeah,
get
yeah.
the numbers. And so I hit Richie up, and he was the first person. Yeah, man, I'll help you out. Mike Henderson, he helps us out.
Another great guy
tremendously.
helping out. Yeah,
You
Mike
know,
Henderson's pretty cool.
Like anything.
I mean, he's all right.
I know he hates bumpers. This kid loves to tear up bumpers.
Oh, they're little thin ones.
I
Come
feel
on.
your pain, bro.
You know,
I could tap something and it's gonna bend.
Same as me, dude.
I got him to make
I
the
get it.
bumper so we could finish Vinny's car to get it ready for paint. And then I sent him a text, and I'm like, "Hey, I know how much you love this, but can you make me one too?"
It's
and he made sure he had.
I was
that
talking earlier
next day.
about people helping in the pits, but you know what? You just made a point, and you didn't even know it. These guys have been helping behind the scenes, not even at the track, because Henderson's been helping, Earl Goldie's been helping, Josh Wave's been helping, Richie's been helping. So you're right. I mean, I should have caught on to that, man.
These are all people that have been around for so long that some people get the bad rap, but yet they do a lot for the racing community.
Yeah.
With very little thanks.
Yeah.
Or wanting to be thanked. Our cars wouldn't be where we're at right now.
Yeah.
Without Mike Henderson helping us.
Yeah.
Like, aren't
Did you guys paint your car or wrap it?
Paint it.
It's getting painted.
DW doing it?
No.
Well, so we paint it, like the scheme, and then we do vinyl for like sponsors and numbers.
Oh, okay. That's
And
pretty cool.
then usually Nizzy is the one does our numbers. And then the rest of it is all April with a cricket.
Man, that's pretty cool.
Oh, nice.
So like
That's
when
pretty
you
cool.
see our cars and you see the sponsors all laid out and everything, that's April. Like you would give her props.
That is pretty cool.
I stress her like this time of the year. I know she's watching it. She's
How long
sitting there
have you been
going,
with April?
May 31st will be 4 years.
How did you guys meet? Racing?
I don't even know.
Is it
just
so? Did she have a love of racing though? Like
yes, always.
since day one, she's had a love. That's pretty cool. And to have that support team there with you, man, it's really important because you go out there and you see a lot of guys that are just one man teams. They pull their car off the trailer, they're by themselves.
I mean, we've gone to the racetrack and it's literally just three of us. I had her out there the other day because we know when we go to Jennerstown, thankfully Justin and John, like they're gonna haul. Like we're going there with 3 cars. Like
Wow.
we're going with a backup car, everything. Like we're not wasting our time. Like
Yeah.
I mean, it's a long trip.
But
Yeah,
like our
happens,
original thing,
just be
like
bummed.
she's out there changing tires with us and everything, because like literally we tell ourselves all the time, you guys could say you're coming to help us, but we need to depend on ourselves,
Right.
and depend on ourselves only. And she makes her
And a lot of
Yeah,
a lot of times
she
those
is
people
there
don't show
for
up.
us.
They say they're going to show up, and
it's happened quite often.
yeah,
You know.
like my dog got run over by a cat. They come up with some crazy ass story why they couldn't make it, but
it really is, man. That little bit, it's what makes our team. And my mom's been there changing tires with
She
us.
was helping teach me how to bleed the clutch the first time.
wow, that's pretty cool, dude.
Yeah.
That is pretty. Hey, can we get your mom out to change some tires? Probably not.
My mom's
Probably not.
Watch you race. She's not going to come watch you race. She cannot physically.
Well, I think it was a great show.
Yes.
Did we miss anything?
Not that I really know.
Don, we miss anything?
No.
You sure?
Just
Have a good
look
time.
for a bunch of smack talking this year.
Dude,
It's
stop
gonna
putting it on
happen.
Facebook though, man.
It's
I'll
gonna
make a
happen.
post. I'll make a post.
Yeah, please do, bro. Please.
And
Well,
I always watch April's Facebook or my mom's Facebook. My mom always goes live. So
What we'll do too,
April.
what we'll do here at Jerry Patrick Media is once in a while we'll make a post for you so it pisses your dad off so we can see you guys have a battle on Facebook. Is that okay?
That's needed.
Gotta start.
That's I mean you're not for that, right?
Oh no.
No.
oh yeah.
No.
I mean, I'm for that. Like 100%, man.
Well, good luck this year with everything. I'm so glad you guys got to come in. I'm so glad I got to finally meet you instead of you running 100 mile an hour in the pits and trying to be a Joey Chitwood stunt guy at Sandusky Speedway. But you know what, man? Honestly, that I seen you later that night. It was later that night, right?
Yeah, I
Yeah, I
came
seen you
back.
later that night.
100%.
And you were still smiling.
I mean, yeah, you
You can't.
something crazy happened, but
Yeah, you were
I'm
still
not gonna let it
smiling,
ruin the
man.
night.
We would have been like, get us to the house now.
Like I'm done. I mean, there was time last year. Yeah, I just had a bad night at Lorraine. I literally came off pissed off.
Yeah.
The track, I had nothing but issues. I looked at Justin and I said, "Can you take my son home?" He said, "Yep." I loaded my car up and I left.
Damn.
I didn't remember that. And everybody's like, "Where'd your dad go?" I mean, because he's not known to like just
Yeah.
get that mad where he just wants to leave and go.
It's
I mean,
frustrating
typically,
Yeah.
typically
Like,
he'll just
I
stay
put a
and watch
lot
racing, but that must
on myself
troubles.
to hold myself to a
Yeah.
standard. And when
It's
I
got to
don't
get stressful,
hold myself
Dom.
to that standard, yeah, it gets a little.
It's got to get stressful because you put a ton of work into something and it breaks or blows up or you get in a wreck. Like you said, drive all the way to Jennerstown and something happened on the first lap.
Stop banging your water.
Damn, I just got yelled at.
Damn, I keep telling you.
But you drive to Jennerstown and something stupid happened on lap one. You just waste all that time, all that money, and it gets frustrating. But just take a breath, step back, and know that
This will be our first time there, so we've never even been to
It's
that
fast.
I've
facility.
never like actually seen a video of how the racing is.
What's the date of your guys' race there?
May 9th.
Oh, that's when Wheelman.
Yeah.
You might be there.
Well,
I think I'm going to be there for it. I think.
We'll be traveling the 3 races there.
Which are all Wilman nights.
Oh. He's debating. He doesn't want to do Jennerstown, but everyone's telling him he should try.
I have a motor for it. I have a motor to put in the car for Jennerstown, but
Do it.
I hate going places knowing that you got to chase Kleikendall or Earl Goldie.
Do it.
You know what I mean? I hate
Yeah,
that.
I got to
Can't just
chase
have
my
an easy
kid.
win.
I
It's
know,
not about
man.
easy wins.
I'm going to have like we beginning of the show when we said when they go by you hope they get a flat tire or something. That's the only thing you can hope for, man.
I mean, I
sucks
get it in
whenever
the
comes easy.
Mustang. Like, I know I was the underdog out there, 100%. But I just want this year to be about it, the experience. You know, myself going to Flat Rock for the first time to race. Myself going to Jennerstown.
When you
And
guys
then
get to
the
Jennerstown
fact
and see
that I
how
get
big
to
it
do
is.
this against him is what it's about.
When you see Jennerstown, you're going to be thinking, wow, dude, I made it to Daytona on a compact because it's huge. Zach or Josh B said, if you guys need anything, hit him up. Zach
Appreciate
said,
it, Josh.
I'm doing it. What?
He says, I'm
Very
doing
much
it. You
appreciate
got to
it.
go too, Jerry.
To what?
Zach's going to Jennerstown. He said,
Oh, he's going to Jennerstown's too? Oh.
Yeah, because he's racing
Yeah.
Marty's car
right.
there.
See, I guess I'll have to switch the motors in and go to Jennerstown.
Peer pressure works.
Damn, man. All right, everybody.
I'd say
Once
you
again,
could borrow really nice and clothes, but you already bought one. So
I
never
bought
mind.
one. I feel so bad for Durst because he loves racing. He really does, man. But he's just so many
I
things
respect
going
it.
on. So, but thank you so much for coming in, Dominic. I
Thanks for
appreciate
having
it,
us.
man.
Appreciate it. This
Vinny.
was fun. It was different.
Let's have some fun with your dad this year.
Oh, for sure.
Let's really
No, we're not.
antagonize him on race day as much as we can. If
No, I
April,
just got to get April to piss me off.
if April could video your son antagonize you on race day and put those would be some great clips, dude.
The one day she pissed me off before the heat race, I went out there and ran over a 10th faster.
Did you really?
Yeah.
All right.
The time I ran at Painesville, she pissed me off in the heat race. I went out there and I turned the time. I could have been the dash with the wheelman car.
So you and April need to walk up to his window net and you suck and walk away. All right,
Man,
everybody.
that was a terrible turn you had right there.
Yeah,
What
man. Why are
doing?
you still riding like that, man? He
Oh.
told you to ride the bottom. Why are you all over the damn place? Stick in your line. That's how you got to do it, man. So one more time, next week we're gonna have Nash in here.
So we're going to have Nash.
I'm trying to get Jeremy Holbrooks in with him.
Yeah, that'd be great because they both do dirt. So that's
Yeah.
Tuesday. Thursday is to be determined, but we are going to have a Thursday show
Yes.
with some Painesville guys in here. I think we have an idea of who we want in here.
Yeah.
And then Friday is tentatively going to be your 6 to 9 morning show
Oh,
with you
man.
and Doug Cantley.
I don't think I
Yes.
can do all that.
So that's going to be
Dom, handle that for
That's
me.
going to be a tough. That's going to be a busy week of
I'll
podcasting.
be at
Yeah.
work, man.
Damn. So thank you everybody for tuning in. I hope we had a great show. Once again, if you're a Midvale driver, Barberton driver,
Reach
And-
out.
just reach out to us.
Don't be a sissy.
Stop putting comments into the box and then saying that we don't want them in here.
Or even if you race dirt, if you are a super modified driver,
We want you in here, man.
Come on, reach out to us.
So
I'll chip
Painesville
in
Speedway,
$20 in gas money for you to come off here.
there you
Oh,
go.
there you go.
He took it from your bill too, man.
You're right.
Now you're $20 short, bro. But thank you, everybody. We look forward to Painesville Speedway's practice. If not, are we going to Florida this weekend or getting out of that?
Yes, we are.
Oh, my God.
So we will be back Monday night. See everybody on Tuesday.
This is why you don't get a girlfriend or a wife. Because I want to go racing this weekend and she wants to go to Florida this weekend.
I mean,
Well,
I
I think
wanted
Toledo
to
would be
build
a
motor
great
and
way.
I'm paying for a wedding. So, hey.
Hey,
Toledo would be great.
I'm going to put
Race
my
to
foot
watch.
down. I'm staying. I'm not going. I'm going to be tough. I'm going to stick to it and I'm not going.
And
I'll
Then
see
don't
your
go, but-
photos in Florida.
You will.
I'm going regardless.
Vinny's going to car. Dad is going to go. No, he's going. So, all right, everybody. Thank you very much for tuning in. We had a great show tonight. Painesville Speedway, all racing's right around the corner. We'll see everybody at Toledo Speedway. Until next Tuesday night, good night, everybody.